Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Got a little bit of Unlimited Bladeworks for us as we begin day 4 of the second branch of Fate's Day Night, and I am very excited and terrified of what we're going to be in for. I have been informed that from here on out, the routes have two different endings, I guess a regular ending and a true ending, so it's just like I will be trying for the true ending, but it's like it's not going to be something that I'm going to try to force. Just like the last route, I am going with the choices that I feel are the best combination between me and what Shiro is doing. Yes, that is you. You are the informer. Uh, Unfortunately, some things aren't working too well with the stream because when I booted up Streamlabs, which is the program I use to stream with, not everything reset, but it's like it forced me to like relog in and everything, and everything seems to be working. I hope. I think. I pray. Let's do a sound alert just to see if things are working. Oh. Great. Things aren't working. Things aren't working. And I don't know. I thought I tested everything. I did not test everything. I should have typed a message in chat before I started. Because now things are borked. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. All right. Let's forgive me. I've got to try and fix this. Hopefully what I'm about to do doesn't break everything. Yay! First off, let's try this. Yep, this is some stuff I should have done off stream, but oh well. Hey everyone, hope you're doing good. Just to get some admin out of the way, I doubt this will be a live stream, but I'm already have an account with Twitch. How do you think I'm doing this, Twitch? My sleep patterns have been slightly better, but they're still not good right now. So if there is a not 0% chance I'm going to be awake at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And if I am and I can motivate me to, I will try to start up my stream so I can watch the RGS summit thing. God dang it. Gotta do. Sorry, I got it. I don't want to paste. I don't want to paste. Sorry, I've just got to look up something. There we go. Alright. Sorry, it's making me remember passwords. Again, really sorry that this is the way we're starting this. Ugh. Thank you, Streamlabs. And of course, I gotta frickin' authenticate everything because that's how also everything works. Probably for the best, maybe, but it just doesn't feel great. Is that the right app? Yes, it is. Remember how to authenticate stuff. Hope everyone's doing okay out there today. But even if I don't watch the thing live, maybe before the stream on Friday, which is the next time I plan on streaming from here, maybe we'll watch the RGS if it sounds interesting. Streamlabs, please don't break everything. Please don't break everything. Please don't break anything. I would like to stream today. I want to stream more Fate's Day Night because I'm enjoying my time with Fate's Day. Fate's Day Night is a fun game, and I am enjoying my time with it. Everything works. Magic of live tech. I saw that you sent a message a minute ago, Skeet, but it hasn't popped up on the feed yet because everything is refreshing and trying to fix it. Alright. There we go. Can you watch with you? You may or may not have decided what the next deduce what the next game will be. I'm just hoping it's not just 90% the mobile game that they're coming out with. Is stuff working?
Will slap my ass like I was just born.
Alright, stuff is working. Speaking of the next game announcement and RGT, next week is Tokyo Game Show, and Sega has announced there will be 17 games instead of the previous lot 13, meaning Sakura Wars has a chance. We can dream. Let's just get the clown makeup as well. I would, I'd love for another Soccer War. I want a new Soccer Wars game. That'd be the preference. But if next best thing, if we can get like a remaster or a just a straight up translation of the previous ones, please, thank you. I'd love it very much. So I wouldn't have thought it was possible, but like Nintendo came out with Investigations Miles Edgeworth 2, a game I never in a million years thought we'd see. Like, I had given up on the idea of ever seeing that game without a patch, without an English translation patch that was fan made. But the fact that we actually got Investigations 2, like, it opens my mind to think, like, maybe we can get other games. We in worst will eventually get to Ace Attorney 2. We're at the pace we're going, it's like we're playing a game a year. Because we've had to go at a slow pace, partially due to like schedule we've had a lot of scheduling and personal issues like in the last year. I'm watching our old VODs right now, and 1 year ago, last September, we were doing the Big Top Turnabout, and we just now started 3-3. We just started the restaurant pace in Trials and Tribulations. Like, the pace we should be going at is probably like a game and a half a year, but just like this year has just been like really slow. But we're going to get to Investigations 2 probably eventually, unless he starts hating me for making him play these games. But like next up, I think we're doing Great Ace Attorney next, but maybe we'll do Apollo Justice next. I don't know which, but I doubt Investigations will be for like 5 years, to be honest. But I'm going to be playing it myself in the meantime because I've waited years to play that game. Ace Attorney Investigation is twice as long as the other game in the series, so at that rate it would take 2 years. Every other game in the series, oh boy. Investigations 2 is going to be a trip, but like let me just show you through here. I just got Investigations yesterday, physical copy, and I don't love Investigation 1. Investigation 1 is by far my least favorite Ace Attorney game I've played, but I always hear Investigations 2 is arguably the best in the entire series. So I'm willing to give it a chance. Because like those same people always said the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is arguably the best in the series, and I played those and was like, oh yeah, you're right. Maybe it is the best in the series. Probably should have told you this before by look at me's Zari is a bunch of Japanese words mixed together that the localization team didn't even bother to try and translate. Yeah, I never knew the story behind Zavari, but it's like, there's a story behind this or there's an inside joke, or there's just a reference here I'm not getting. The fact that it's just a bunch of Japanese words mixed together, that also completely makes sense as to why Zavari was a thing. My look at me! Although my look at me was very similar to my Wellington from 2-1. Ace Attorney has a lot of fops. I do enjoy voicing fops, but my fop voices don't have much differentiation between them. Although, of course, the greatest fop in all of Ace Attorney is my boy Shamspear from Great Ace Attorney. Shout out to my boy Shamspear. But before we get to the Fate Stay Night, we do, of course, do our musical theater warm-up before we start. I had a choice between 2 songs. With the REO Speedwagon news about that band breaking up, but I think I'll save that one for Saturday. For now, I want to continue the Men of La Manche kick and go with, of course, the big number, Dream the Impossible Bohem. Streamlabs break this too? The internet hates me today, apparently. Oh well. There we go. I would have acapella this. To dream the impossible dream. Oh dear lord. To buffering to fight the unbeatable foe. Oh boy. Give it a second to buffer. Like, I unbuffer these before I start streaming, but it's like, it's rebuffered now. Good lord, my computer hates me today. Just like with the restarting of Streamlabs and now this. Oh well, we're gonna keep going. We are barreling on through with the stream, whether I want to or not, and I do want to. Oh, I... But we... Dear Lord, this is such a joke. So maybe there won't be music theater karaoke today. Maybe my heart's going to break right now. One more try. Yeah, it's not happening. Alright, need to tap out. Tap out. Internet's not working. How dare I try to use the internet today? How dare I try to open up a window? It's a crime that I can't believe I dared to commit, but oh well. I also forgot to try and fix the voice mod stuff, so we still don't have a censor bar. Oh well. We self-censor, like I do all my life. Let us continue on. We are on day 4 of Fate's Stay Night Remastered Unlimited Bladeworks. Luckily, it looks like everything's going great. We actually survived, or we didn't get beat up in the encounter with Hercules. We didn't get disemboweled, I don't think. Archer, like, shot us through the back with a sword, but I'm not counting it as a disemboweling. Don't think it hit the bowels. I think it was through the chest. Let's see how this goes. Day 4. Unlimited Bladeworks. 4, 1 day, 111. That's a bunch of swords. I've never seen anything like this before. There's a sky of flames overhead. At my feet, the steel of uncountable blades. You might say it's Unlimited Bladeworks. Ha, but I'm shook. Bye, everyone. That's the end of the series. The remnants of war, perhaps. This world is endless and lifeless. Not a single thing inhabits it. The wind carries ash throughout the forest of blades. The number of swords in this woodland of steel is uncanny. Not just 10 or 20. There's like 21. I learned to count from blackjack. I can't go much higher than that. Not even 100 or 2. Though there has to be an end somewhere. If someone can't count them all, the total number may as well be unlimited. Huh? The myriad of weapons thrust upon the earth rust away from disuse. Remains of a great many swords. He thinks that this place is like a graveyard. Was that narrated by our sword pervert? Our lovely sword pervert who, I guess, dreams of swords now instead of pretty ladies? My vision returns. It's definitely late in the morning based on how sunny it already is. That dream. I hazily open my eyes and try to remember the dream I was having. A hill of swords. Man, that's kind of weird. Must have thought of it because of Saber and the graveyard and the fire and the giant. Ah! Too close, lady! Oh, you're awake. That's good. I'm glad that's nothing serious. Ah! Your giant man toy shot me with a sword. I realize Rento Sake is there looking down on me with a real condescending expression as she speaks matter-of-factly. Personal space! What is it with this game and no one knowing personal well, I guess she was taught by Kirai. Kirai was her mentor, so that explains it. I fly out of bed like a startled cat. I scurry so my back is against the wall so I can get away from Tosaka. Tosaka, what are you doing? Why are you in my room? My head is spinning. I was on a hill of swords, or what? There was a burning cemetery. Why am I in my room? Why is it morning? Huh? What is this? Osaka, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Who am I? Who do you think you are? I am! As soon as I said that, my head starts spinning again. This isn't just because I'm disoriented from everything else. It's not because I have a sheath in my body that I don't know about yet. It's really making my heart race. Seeing Tosaka's face up close on top of everything else. If you're going to be shocked about something, just pick one. You don't have the intellect for both, Emiya. I can be confused about a lot of things. You can be shocked and confused. I just don't have the mental capacity to think about the answers and decipher them in a, reasonable manner. Oblivious to how I feel, Tosaka carries on like normal. Urgh. It's enough to slap my face and bring me to my senses. That's right. Natural will be surprised by Tosaka's face as soon as I wake up. But that must mean... I get it. You carried me here after I fell unconscious. My hero. Wow, you're sharper than I thought. You look like a mess, but I guess upstairs is still working. Interesting. Very interesting. I wish she'd stop saying stuff that makes it hard to tell whether she's being critical or giving a compliment. I don't have a sarcasm detector. The part of the day has already passed. Carried me home? I'm guessing that means no one saw anything. Yeah, that's right. It helps that you understand. Perhaps that satisfied her. She bids a quick farewell and just makes to leave. What? Where are you going? Still asleep over there? What do you mean, where am I going? This is your house. I can't stay here forever. I have lots of rooms. You don't want to be here and be a happy family like in the other route? Fine. I don't like you to begin with. She speaks firmly. Her eyes say we're enemies, rather pointedly. That's true. Last night, we declared we would fight at the church. So then we can only fight each other. You're right. Sorry, also, this is kind of late, but thanks. And Tosaka pauses and glares at me. Are you that averse to thank yous? Hold on, why are you thanking me? You kind of helped me out. I'm more than thankful if you insist on being enemies. I'm even more thankful if you insist on being enemies. Alright. Stop getting in my personal space, lady! Sit right there, Emiya. What is happening? I don't know why she's doing this, but I have a feeling I'd better listen or else. Come on, hurry up. She taps the floor? Seems like she has something serious to tell me. I obediently sit down and do what she says. Tell me more, mistress. Look, I have to say this since you don't get it. You're going to die if you keep thinking like that. What do you mean? I'm telling you not to thank your enemies, even offhandedly. If you're concerned about something like that, you're not going to make it, even if you have extra lives. Turns out I actually have unlimited lives. Look, you have to think of them as obstacles. Just because they look and talk like a super awesome rockin' human doesn't mean they're anything like you. Tosaka explains with a firm voice and a strong look. She is right. If it's dangerous to feel sympathy for the enemy, it'd be a mistake to waste time worrying about this sort of thing. Since I've decided to fight, I need to focus on defeating them. Yeah, I get why she's saying this. That's... Hey, are you even listening? The Holy Grail War is where you kill each other to win the prize. In order to do that, you can't think of other masters as fellow people, even if it's your family. You need to come to terms with seeing them as a target to destroy. That's the first rule as a master. Don't have to worry about the family part. Yay, being an orphan! Oh, I made myself sad. Yeah, but then... I understand that, but if that's the case, why didn't you kill me? Wouldn't that be an issue? Did you forget you were supposed to kill me? I think she forgot she was supposed to kill me. That's because... Where did all that bluster go? Why does she look so cute now? Clears her throat even more troubled. I just didn't feel like it. I owed you, and it's not fair to attack you when you're sleeping. I just didn't like the idea, okay? Sokka, didn't you just tell me to do whatever I can to win? That's right, so this is a mistake on my part. Suppose I'm not afraid since, you know, I'm like a bajillion times stronger than you? Well, I guess it's extra weight on my mind. Yeah, I've heard her say that before. Weight on your mind? Does that mean you're... Shiro, are you trying to die? Shiro? Oh, Shiro, you're going to die. Is this a bad end? I think we found our first bad end on this route. Oh no. Oh no. We found our first bad end. We're gonna die. You say funny things. Emiya, why do I smell smoke? Why do I smell burnt toast? Oh no. And you should think really hard, really long from here on out. If you aren't careful, you will end up dead. That was scary. I might have peed a little. I crawled backwards instinctively. Well, anyway, that's all I have to say. Ask your servant about the rest. Later, dork. Tosaka stands up and heads out without stopping this time. We'll be enemies next time we meet, so be prepared. Be prepared! With that said, she's gone. It must have really been on a whim since she carried me here and she treated me. Left without any regret or expressing any sentiment. Just a declaration that we're enemies. Well, I take a quick breath and try to organize my thoughts. I haven't even had time to think since witnessing the fight between Lancer and Archer back at the school. Oh, I see. That must have been Tosaka. Pieces finally fall into place. After that, I got stabbed by Lancer. Somehow got saved and then got attacked by Lancer again. And Saber saved, became Master, and then lots of stuff. None of it's really sunk in, but I've been attacked by enemies like 3 times in one night. I need to get smart. And more importantly, I did say I'd fight. Not that I have a choice. Life and death game of musical chairs. No matter what your expectations are, once you participate, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. The problem is, depending on how you go about it, you run the risk of harming other innocent people who aren't even involved. So, rejoice, Shiro Emiya. My reason to fight in the Holy Grail War is not to survive and win. Your wish will finally be granted. It's to do everything I can to stop those who will try to win by any means necessary. I'm gonna black out. Nothing wrong with that. Champion justice. I've been practicing magecraft to save innocent lives that may be wrongly victimized. Alright, I need to talk to Saber! I try to shake the priest's words as they cling to the back of my mind as I make my way towards the hall. Now, Saber got her human clothes from Rin before. Does that mean she's not going to have, like, human clothes this time, right? She's just going to be walking around in her armor dress the entire time. After making a full round of the house, Saber's nowhere. I even checked the detached guest room, but I can't find her. That's weird. That armor isn't exactly camouflage. And so a fully armed and armored Saber still eluding me. Supposedly servants could turn into spirit form, but unfortunately she can't with me. Now, first of all, even though I'm called a master, I don't know anything about her. Don't even know what Saber is, or even how servants are able to do stuff. And the one thing I know, I can feel I can get through this battle As long as I'm with the golden-haired knight. Not the Las Vegas versions, though. I don't trust them. She's not here either. I looked everywhere. She must be in a dojo. Or the shed. Saber is in the still silent Jojo, but her appearance is different from yesterday. Saber's getting upright, her legs tucked beneath herself on the wooden floor. She's not wearing her armor. Please tell me she's wearing clothes. She's in elegant clothes, thank goodness. Where did she get the clothes if Rin didn't give her to him this time? Words fail me at the sight. Saber looks beautiful. She strikes a refined, dignified figure as she sits there. Seems to almost merge with the silence, like nothing so much as still water. That rids me of any doubt. Servants or whatever, she seems sacrosanct. I don't know that word. From now on, I'm sure I won't go down the wrong path. Saber! I call to her. Calmly opens her eyes and meets my gaze. Oh, you are awake, Shiro. Her voice is serene. Something rich and calm about her voice hangs in the air. Yeah, I just woke up. What are you doing here? I was resting. Since I cannot treat you, I figured I would at least ensure that my body is in perfect condition, as I can make it. Saber gives a straightforward response as she scrutinizes me. This is, super awkward. Gotta get nervous in a different way than Tosaka did. Why does everyone hate personal space so much? Shiro, what is it? Is your body still wounded from that giant hole in your chest? No, the giant hole in my chest got better. Something else. It's nothing. Take a step back and shake my head. Looking away from Saber, who just tilts her head at me quizzically. I try to calm my rapid heartbeats. Get a hold of yourself. Why are you getting worked up over this? Girl! I take a deep breath. But I don't think this feeling is going away anytime soon. On this route, it maybe will. Man, why did she have to change? I can't help myself. With Saber in that outfit, I can't help but thinking she's actually real now. Seriously, she's drop dead gorgeous. I mean, I saw that yesterday, hubba hubba, but it's actually settling in now. I've forgotten all about my dream swords. Shiro, as soon as we make eye contact, I feel my nervousness grow. Then again, I wasn't looking everywhere for her, just to stay silent. It's a real girl! But luckily, thanks to not getting almost murdered by Berserker, we don't think of her as just a girl. She's a girl and a warrior this time. So yay, Shiro will be less sexist this time around, I hope. We'll find out. How you doing, Ordo? We have begun Unlimited Bladeworks. We got through Fate, and it was not as bad as I feared it was going to be. It's in fact pretty darn good after we got past the Shiro girl stuff. It's uncomfortable, but I can't let it be awkward forever. Oh, Shiro, you don't know me. I can make it awkward forever. Alright. May I, Saber? This is the first time for us to sit down and figure things out. But I bite the bullet. But then... Shiro, before that, there is something I would like to address regarding last night. Sure. What is it? As I said, last night, you are my master. It is troubling that you take such actions. Combat is my territory, so please stay behind me and out of the direct line of fire. You're okay and tired. I feel that. I totally get that, man. Hopefully someday this weekend we can finally record something. I'll send a message to you later about it. Last night, I try to recall what happened. Is Saber talking about how I tried to pull her away from Archer's attacks? Oh, I couldn't help it. You were risking your life, and it's just about all I can do. This wouldn't be a partnership otherwise. It's just natural to help out if your partner is in danger. Truly, you don't know what servants are, and yet you already have that much faith in me. Saber seems genuinely surprised. Well, we shook hands. That's as good as a death oath to me. You saved me so many times already. I would be crazy not to trust you by now. Saber looks up at me kinda stunned. Is that not what our contract means? I have to ask now that I'm second-guessing myself. Saber quietly shakes her head. As a servant, I appreciate your words. Besides, I would have been fatally wounded had you not done so. The method by which you acted were problematic, and your purpose was correct. Hopefully that's the last time Shiro is going to be problematic on this route. I see. That's good. I was desperate, but it worked out for us in the end, huh? Yes, however, please refrain from such actions from now on. Even if I am wounded, I will heal immediately, if you are alive and well. But if you were to be wounded, I do not have any way to heal you. Luckily, I have magic on my side that no one knows about. Yay, magic! Got it. I'll be careful. You're right, that was reckless of me. I'll do better next time. Not sure how, but I do realize I shouldn't just keep jumping into things without thinking. I'm glad Shiro is having this revelation this early. It's so nice. It's so nice. And so... Yes, that is the proper response, Master. Must have been acting funny to her. I think she even smiled briefly. I shake off my blush. More importantly, there's something I have to get clear right now. Should have asked her yesterday anyway. Really is my servant. If I really have to be in this battle... Going back to the conversation... Just making sure, do I call you Saber? Is that like a title? Is there a name, or... Yes, as a servant who has formed a contract, I am your sword. I shall follow your orders, attack your enemies, and protect you. Saber says it without any hesitation. No room for me to question her intentions. You're my sword, huh? To win the Holy Grail thingamajiggy? Is that not why you summoned me? No, I kind of only summoned you by accident. My bad. I'm an amateur mage after all. I'm sorry I don't have any knowledge or power as a master. But now that I've decided to, I will fight. I'm inexperienced, though. Are you okay with that? Of course, you are my master, Shiro. I really had to get this, master. Really? Whatever. This fact will not change no matter what. Servants do not have the freedom to choose their master. Is that true? Then I can only do what I can with the best of my ability to respond to Saber. Got it. So you're fine with me being your master. Yes, however, Shiro, I will not allow defeat. You do not have any chance. It is my duty to carve a path of victory. I will use any means possible. We servants do not serve our master for charity. We serve because we also desire the Holy Grail. Wait, you want the Holy Grail too? How dare you have selfish desires? You're supposed to be my servant! Of course, originally the only ones who can touch the Holy Grail's spiritual form are servants, who are also spirits. Masters who win the Holy Grail obtain the Holy Grail through their servant. After that, the servant will have their wish granted in return. That is our relationship, Shiro. I see. Come to think of it, no reason these super-duper strong Holy Spirits would listen to a human anyway. They only see Masters as a part of a contract to achieve their goals. So it means Saber also has a wish. Why Saber doesn't hesitate, but that's... Hold on, Saber. Said any means possible? Does that mean you don't care what measures you take to win? For example, like the priest said, involving innocent people who aren't even masters, creating a disastrous scene like 10 years ago? Shiro, that is not what I mean by any means possible. What does any means possible that mean to you then? I can only do things I allow myself to. It's impossible for me to betray my own beliefs. Harming unarmed innocents goes against a knight's oath. So this is a knight. Who could this person possibly be? However, I must obey if you order so. In that case, you will have to use one of your command spells in compensation. I get overwhelmed by the edge in her voice. Edge. Edge. At the same time, I feel relief. Saber seemed like a robot, but now I know she's at least not a frickin' murderer. Yeah, I'm not making it do anything like that. Unless it's Shinji. Just as you say, we have to do our best to do what we can do. Super sorry. What I said must have been kind of insulting. I'm letting the southerner out. No, I also failed to grasp your intentions and jump to conclusions. You're not at fault, so could you please raise your head? Huh? About without realizing it. My bad. Raise my head. I don't know what's so funny, but Saber has a smile on her face. How dare servants smile in front of their masters? Huh? Glad she's smiling, so I won't question it, I guess. Okay, then. Can I ask one more thing? That masters of mages, seven servants, I do know that, like, have names, though. Yes. Those are only the names that are given based on our rules. Heroic spirits. I already know this part. Already know this lore. Weaknesses are also recorded. Reveal identity, no problem. That's not the only reason I called Saber. There are 7 servants, with each holding to the class, so that's where Saber and Arch come from. So... Rin gave us the book last time. Right? So... I think Rin gave us the book, so are we just straight up not going to have the book that tells us who the servants are and their power levels in this route? Until maybe much, much later? In order... Heroic spirits, 7 classes. I do love the cards. Saber! No book this time. You'll learn a different way this time. Alright. Lancer. Archer. Ride Air. Cast Air. Assassinaire. Hail Selkow. Holy Grail calls forth these guys. And I already know this. It's also my disadvantage. I am not a mage, so I can only defeat enemies as your sword. You mean you're not good at the cloak and dagger stuff? Don't consider that weakness. You're kind of super duper strong. Battles are not won through might alone. If the opponent is strong, they're not going to fight fair. Defeating opponents with a sword isn't the only way to fight. If you can't beat them with a sword, all you have to do is beat them another way. That is correct. If your opponent discovers that you are skilled in close combat, they will not challenge you thusly. In that sense, servants who lack abilities will use any means possible. The assassin servant lacks combat capacity and has the ability to hide its presence, and caster servant is proficient in magecraft does not exist in this age. Can't get your hopes up with a difference in strength alone. Additionally, we have things called... Dang it, you ended the quote early! Noble phantasm? I haven't heard that term. Don't care about that term. We already know it. Saber says noble phantasms are weapons that heroic spirits had while they were alive. Hello, Bird. How are you doing today? I am glad even though Streamlabs was stupid today, at least you also work. Yay, Bird. I recall the Blue Knight's spear sucked up all the magic energy in the air and stabbed Saber in the chest. Kinda cheating. Are noble phantasms magecraft? This is the thing I did fear about this route. And the other routes. Even though, like, it is being told to us in a different way, it is still telling us 99% like the same stuff we already know. So I am going to skip past it. That's why Noble Phantasms are a trump card. In exchange for revealing the identity, it launches an unavoidable fatal blow. If the attack misses or fails, the servant reveals their weakness. Your power is an invisible sword? What is it, like a saber of light? Is this Luke Skywalker? Shiro, I have a request about that mana. What kind of request? My true name. Servants reveal their true name only to their master. However, you are inexperienced. I ain't telling you anything. I'm satisfied with the conclusion I reached. I did think it through, though, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it! Come to think of it, it's super strange. I decided to fight, yet the opponent I know was Tosaka, and I have no intention of fighting her at all. Mainly because I called her fat, and she's going to kill me. She deserves to kill me. Actually, she's ready to fight me, so I guess I'm not the only one in a position to... I'm the only one in a position to say that. Masters or servants have a mark. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Unfortunately, there is not a definitive way to identify them, but if other servants are near, a servant can sense their presence. All the more so if they are in physical form. Servants themselves are powerful forces of magical energy. You were able to sense Berserk air. That is true. It would have been bad if I can only tell once I'm attacked, right? I need to be able to notice before they approach, or I won't be able to have a countermeasure. Ah! Hello there, Dragoon Quest! You have managed to defeat Bard of the Beast, no mean feat in the world of Fire Emblem. How are you doing, Dragoon? Thank you for stopping in, Pale. What were you up to today? We're playing Tunic. Ooh, that's a super fun one. It's like, I only put like 2 or 3 hours into that, but it was like insanely fun. Like, the mystery and like the world building, like the theory crafting behind that one. Oh, so much fun. You got stuck at the end of it. Yeah, that's a game where you can definitely get stuck for a minute on it. But thank you for stopping in. For the introduction to everyone, in case you don't know, hello, my name is Cardwiz. I am a lover of the JRPGs and the visual novels, especially Fire Emblem Soccer Wars. But now I am currently in the Fate Stay Night series, and it's a giant game with 3 giant visual novel routes in it, and we have completed one of them. It took a little over a month, and we're just starting the second route. So probably, if you want to follow this channel, you'll be getting Fate Stay Night for probably the next 2 to 3 months, because I'm really enjoying it, because I do enjoy my theatrical voice acting. So if you want to enjoy some musical theater, random burst in the song, RPG/Fire Emblem talk, then heck yeah, you are in the right place. Give a follow, hit the bell thingy, and time to do the dirty part that I hate doing. Hey, it's September. If you want to get a sub at a discount, get it now. We have a sub goal in which we're trying to get 10 subscriptions, and then I will get a new emote made of our mascot, TOS Tonberry, who protects us all from all things lewd. And considering I play a whole lot of JRPGs and visual novels, there's a high percentage chance that TOS Tonberry needs to be used on the regular. So, there we go. I did the dirty part, and I hate it. But I hope you enjoyed Tunic. I hope you or anyone else in the raid, if any of y'all need to rest up, get the heck out of here, go eat or go shower, whatever the heck you need to do, get out of here and do it. Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Mwah. Mwah. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got home from work. I am ready to enjoy some visual novel goodness. I'm playing a whole lot of visual novels right now, including on my Buddy the Worst Heroes channel. Every Thursday we do the Phoenix Wright trilogy. We're in the middle of Trials and Tribulations right now. About to start the 3rd case in that one to tease you with more visual novel goodness. I'm doing good. Like, I just got myself Ace Attorney Investigations. I am eagerly awaiting Metaphor ReFantasio as far as games go. Like the first 5 months of this year were just like so games I loved heavy. that like the last few months have been kind of weird because there haven't been as many games, but I'm just like, that's how it normally is. So I'm very excited for Metaphor ReFantazio. That's the big game I'm waiting for. Although that's not a stream game, because I don't think I would play that in an entertaining way. I would be too slow and methodical with it. But back to silly voice acting times. Then how about tracking the Master's presence? Masters are mages! Since they use magecraft as a living, there will also be magical energy that is leaked. If you search for that, you can maybe identify the Master's whereabouts. Dang it, that was me. That was the wrong voice. Dang it! Sorry, unfortunately I can't do anything that requires skill. I kind of sucks. Like, the only magic Shiro knows how to do is shove rods up his spine, basically. I wish that were a useful skill. But oh well, that's what he's got. I mean, I didn't even realize Tosaka's identity, and we go to the same school. We were in the same building for 2 years, and I saw her so many times. Ah, dang it, no wonder I get made fun of for being an amateur. My only proof that I'm a mage is the freaking command spell, and it looks like I have a tough road ahead of me. Don't worry, we're gonna win the Holy Grail War. Maybe, I hope. We'll see. What's the worst that could happen? I sigh heavily. And then... Jiro, can you close your eyes for a moment? Saber's face is stern as she speaks. Close my eyes? Why? I am going to prove that you are a master. Just listen to me. Close your eyes and regulate your breathing. Okay. I close my eyes. I felt something slightly touching my forehead. Wait, it's oddly pointed. Is that the end of her sword? Saber, hold on. Are you doing anything weird? I know I could be a sword pervert and all, but it's like, I don't know if I'm into the... Wait, dang it, I'm into this. Master, please be quiet and concentrate on my fingertip. If you are a mage, you should be able to feel my magic energy from that. Oh, she's just fingering me. Oh, thank goodness. Saber's finger touching me. I pull myself together and quiet my mind. Whoa! What the heck is this? Saber, what was that? Did you just put a codex in my brain? It's not obvious. You and I are connected through a contract, so it's natural to understand my conditions. Understand your conditions? I don't know how you saw it. Your standards are what determines how you measure a servant's ability. There are some masters who distinguish simply through color, and there are other masters who understand by comparing them to beasts. In other words, it varies by person, but one perceives it in the easiest way to identify. And the easiest way for me to identify is via RPG strats. Don't know anything. Or at least I don't know enough. This is the basics of being a master. From now on, please check frequently. You should be able to understand the details of someone after seeing them once. I think I get it now. Kinda weird, but okay, I'll take a mental codex. I was surprised because it was sudden, but I might be able to act a bit more like a master now. This concludes our tutorial for this chapter. Yeah, kind of a lot. Thanks, Saber. Why do all the ladies keep getting close? And the dudes, what? No one believes in personal space in this universe. There is no need to apologize. You need to understand the situation we are in to make decisions about our next step. Saber leans forward attentively, waiting my next words. This tells me Saber's probably the same as Tosaka. He wants to strike first. Well, I don't think we'll do anything particularly different. Don't plan to look for masters to defeat him like Tosaka. And she is disappointed. Shiro, that is not what we just talked about. Do you not have any intention of pursuing the Holy Grail? Her eyes narrow. Those eyes are of a cool-headed knight that does not accept any disagreement. Also, another thing Ren did. I don't remember what day Ren told us this in Fate, but Ren did not warn us about the bombs in the school. There are spirit bombs in the school, and she did not warn us about them at all. So that's a good sign. We're gonna die. I stare back, try not to let myself be intimidated and convey my intentions. Of course I do, but only because I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. I don't really have a particular reason to want the Holy Grail. That doesn't mean I'm not going to fight. I'm trying. I'm going to try. I'm a mage, even if I'm an amateur. I know I can't sit back in the situation now. I won't make it out alive if I just sit back and do nothing. Shinji didn't activate those until day 9. We have time. What could possibly go wrong? So in this battle that you cannot avoid as a mage, instead of fighting and obtaining the Holy Grail, you are saying that you are fighting to prevent conflict over the Holy Grail. I guess that's what it means. Yeah, that's it. I can't explain it, but I feel like it's something worth fighting for. Docs could tank, I guess? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how things work out. Maybe the spirit bomb won't go off this time. Maybe Shinji's going to be a good guy. He's going to be our best friend who is not going to beat up his sister this time, right? Maybe we can get some implosions. Maybe. We'll see. I just hope I'm not at the school when that happens. Honestly, the idea of the Grail doesn't feel real to me. Preventing battles, that I can fight my hardest for and do it with pride. I don't understand. You say you're a mage, and if so, you should desire the omnipotence of the Holy Grail. How are you doing today, Atticus? Hope you're doing good. What have you been up to? I think I saw you playing some Rune Factory 5 the other day. Still on that? Oh, you were on North Star Lost Fist of the North Star Lost Planet. Yeah, Holy Grail is just a fancy cup. We don't need to do anything about it. Ignore the end of what happened in the Fate Path. Just pretend you don't remember any of that with the Holy Grail. I don't have fulfillable wishes. I do have a lot of things that I do have, though. Yeah, that's why I need to do everything in my power to keep innocent people out of battle. Does that mean you do not need the Holy Grail? You will not fight for it? That's not what I'm saying. I have intention of getting the Holy Grail since I'm gonna fight. Your words are contradictory. Why would you bother fighting for something you have no need of? Well, because winning means you get the Holy Grail, and most of it, you need it, right? You need it, then we have to get it. I mean, if you got it, you just drink Mountain Dew out of it, assuming it's not made out of lead. Even if it's got like a layer of lead paint on it, that probably adds to the flavor, right? I would assume it does. Yeah, and I don't know what kind of people the other masters are. Some of them might be really good people, but I decide if I'm going to be on your side, and you said you wanted the Holy Grail, I'm going to give it my all to help. Glad you're doing alright. Trying to motivate unsuccessfully. Boo the unsuccessful part. Yay, trying to stay motivated. Make yourself hit that like button or send that audition or whatever the heck you need to do. You can do it. Make a trailer. Do a silly voice. Go mow the lawn. Whatever you need motivation for, you can do it. Rah, rah, sis, boom, ba. Akash, go! I am Shiroemi and I love to help people. It's my kink. Don't shame me, Tiger Mom. Now, Shiro's got a lot of kinks. He's a sword pervert. He's very attracted to pretty blonde ladies and pretty purple-haired ladies and mean tsundere classmates and helping people. Shiro's got a lot of things he likes, even if he doesn't fully realize it yet. I'm only echoing my old man's opinion, but if you want to be a champion of justice, you need to be an egoist, even though I don't know what that means. Breaking things. Mostly his body. But he gets better. pointless to support everybody, so you need to ally yourself only with the people that you like and trust. He gets better in the end. There's a reason we have a disembowel encounter. Shiro gets disemboweled a lot, although one of those was Rin. I never thought that way, but now I think I should. I can't just fight for myself. But what I can do is fight for you, Saber. And to be honest, if it's something this girl wants that seriously, it's only natural to want to obtain it for her, no matter what. Rin just wanted him to get a deeper understanding of him. Ah. How sweet of Ren. They're going to have a nice big connection by the end of this, I'm sure. That's not going to go horribly wrong or horribly right. I mean, don't all guys think that way? A lot of guys think that way. It's called thinking with your genitalia. Does that mean you would forfeit the fight if I gave up the Holy Grail? Oh, I wouldn't want that. He wants to... Yay. Alright, good. Okay, I finally fixed everything in Streamlabs so I can finally see the ad break coming. That's a good thing. Alright. Alright, Twitch and Streamlabs for actually working finally after breaking the start of stream. Yay, fun times. But if Saber does that, everything I fought for so far falls apart. No, it doesn't matter. I already said I would fight. That's why I won't run away. I've already decided, Saber. I look at her straight in the eye as I declare this. Saber doesn't respond. She takes a deep breath and looks at me. You're the protagonist. I do dumb things now. Heck yeah, that's how I know I am the hero of my own story. I do so many stupid protagonist things. Probably because I've played way too many of these games and I'm starting to think like them. Understand. If you say so as a master, I simply have to obey. My objective is the Holy Grail, while your goal is to stop the battle. Our ultimate destination is still the same. But I must say one thing, Shiro. Saber stops. Seems to look into the distance. I struggle to put into words, but I believe you will come to regret what you have said. In fact, I am sure of it. So she says. Yeah, right. Nanny, nanny, but what does she know? She's just a girl. It's the final destination. Da-da-da-do. Da-da-da-do. Gilgamesh comes in wielding a log truck. Gilgamesh can come in wielding whatever the heck he wants. Because Gilgamesh is just that cool. Since it's noon already, we missed breakfast. No, we have to have lunch. Saber can't turn into a spirit form like Archer. Since unlike the other masters, I'm not providing her magic energy. My bad. Dude's got swords for days. And lances. And every weapon imaginable. Including Space Sword. I don't know what that spinny sword was, but that sword was absolutely from Power Rangers in space, probably. Says prevent magic. Can't cut corners. Servants are materialized using magic, right? So then, if your magic energy isn't restored, are you going to get weaker as you fight? After putting away the dishes, I ask while I fold my apron. I guess I imagine an apron being hung up more than folded up, but yeah, you can fold an apron. Nothing wrong with folding an apron. I do not mean that energy is never restored. Magical energy is produced in the body as long as I am active. Even if servants do not get support from without, they can replenish their magic energy using their own magical circuits. I mean, it could be a weapons concept in theory who could drop nukes. He could... I think it would have to already be in his arsenal, and he didn't have nukes back in the day, but it is very possible along one of his journeys he could have acquired a nuke throughout all of history anytime he was summoned, and that's a terrifying thought. But luckily, he hasn't dropped one on us yet. How do I explain this? Let's see. Let us use this faucet as an example. There's water dripping from the faucet now, correct? Think of this as the amount of magical energy produced within my body, and consider the cup receiving the dripping water as myself. In this state, little by little, I can accumulate magic energy. Now, the more water the cup holds, the more water can come out of the faucet. As long as the cup holds water, water will continue flowing. Once the water runs out, when I use up all of my magic energy, the faucet will be shut off. At which point there will be no supply of magic energy and the cup will forever stay empty. That means the termination of the servant. I feel like this explained this concept better than the other round. Of how Saber's magic retention and usage works. So I'm very happy about this. That's fine, so long as there's at least one drop of water in the cup, right? If the cup has magic energy, aka water and the faucet's still on, time passes, cup fills. That is correct. However, the water filling the cup is constantly consumed even as we speak. Additionally, it is lost at an ever-increasing pace during battle. In fact, the more powerful the action, the more water it consumes. If I were to use my noble phantasm, I could empty the cup even if it were full. This is getting complex. Oh man, using your noble phantasm is not something we can do. He is too proud to use an easy button like that. But he could do it for fun. I could absolutely see him just doing it for fun. Just for kicks and giggles. Gilgamesh dropping a nuke on some Mongols. Skipping past the Noble Phantasm talk. If a BS Hercules gets summoned again. Yeah, luckily we've got a BS Hercules in this path. We're thankfully interrupted by a phone. A phone call at this time on Sunday? I have a good idea who it is, but I'm terrified what will happen if I ignore the call. Who's on the phone? Hello? This is Emiya. Hello! This is Fujimura. I feel dizzy. She's so overpowering. The sound of her voice is enough to pull me into the everyday reality. What do you want? I'm busy, Fujini. What? I'm busy too. I gave up my day off to teach students. It's strange. It's like she's right in front of me, puffing up with pride. Well, nobody here is being robbed or dying, so get back to your chaperoning stuff. I try to cut the conversation short. Wait, your big sister is swallowing her pride and calling you, so it would be terrible if you just hung up without listening to what I have to say. Yeah, and I've been neck deep in it since last night. I suppose if she's desperate enough to make a call, she actually is in trouble. Okay, what's up? Shiro, I want to eat lunch. How about those sweet rolled omelets you make? Ugh. That'll be it for my order. I want to deliver to the Kuno Club right away. Bye-bye. What is up with her? Dang it, Fujini. Dang it, Tiger! They do say that beasts go wild when they're hungry. Oh, I put my apron back on. There are leftovers from lunch anyway, and rolled omelets are easy enough to make. Okay, I'm done. Saber, watch the house. I'll be back. You wait here. Heading out in the hallway. I'm gonna give Fujini her lunch. Saber follows me. Are you following me to school? Are we going to have school adventures with Saber in this route? Do we get school uniform Saber? I put on my shoes, and when I look up, Saber's also putting on her shoes without saying a word. Saber! My voice is annoyingly timid. I can already tell what she's gonna say. Well... I shall accompany you if you are going outside. Servants protect their masters, and it's dangerous to let you walk outside alone. I knew it. Well, this is something we would have run into eventually. It's a good opportunity, so I should tell her now. Saber, Masters tried to avoid drawing attention, right? Then it should be safe during the day. As long as I stay away from secluded areas, they won't attack me. No chance. No way it happens at a church or a public park. No way I get attacked ever. I understand, yet to be sure, since you are still inexperienced, I need to be by your side at all times. Ah, all times? Does she mean that literally? Are we going to have another shower scene with frickin' Saber? That's stupid. We can't do that. What are you going to do when it's time to sleep? Are you testing me, Shiro? I must be most alert when you are asleep. Fortunately, I shall be standing by your side. Ah! I quickly look away as my reddening cheeks try to take a breath to calm myself down. Oh, how stupid of me. It finally sinks in. This is what it means to fight along Saber. I guess I have to have a pretty girl beside me at all times. Shiro, what is wrong? I do not think it's surprising. I am just going to do what Rin did last night. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go crazy before we start fighting if you do that. I can't let it slide. I'll prepare you a room. Use that. I won't give in, even if you look at me with those eyes. Shiro, put an end to this foolishness. I believe I have been patient, but I cannot abide by this any further. As master, you continue to make unreasonable choices, and I cannot obey unless you explain your reasoning. Saber looks up frustrated. Her stare makes me want to curl into myself, but I try to fire back. But there's no reason. I'm telling you to do as I say. Fine during the day, so you should go ahead and rest. I refused. If you do not give me a clear reason, I will not back down. You don't get it! You're a girl! There's no way we can sleep in the same room! Saber freezes. I'll prepare a room when I get back, so just rest until then. I make a break for the door. Is she going to follow me? Am I a kid or what? My face must be red as a tomato. I slap it and make my way out. Stupid. Stupid. Anyway, Saber should be convinced since I told her firmly. Though, I should probably apologize for all the yelling. Go downhill. Takes 30 minutes to get to school. A fairly normal distance, though I'm walking pretty fast. The reason being I have a stalker! No! She follows behind me silently. Yes, this is what I wanted in the Fate route, but we're getting it here. I'm happy about this. The fact that this is here, at least, this helps the Fate route even more. If I don't do anything, she's gonna follow me onto the school. I have to tell her not now. Saber, go home. You're going to disobey your master? I'm sure a lot of... yeah, if this were a sitcom, 100% a bunch of people would hear him call himself a master to Saber. Saber glares, and after a moment of clearly mulling over what I say... Who knows? If a servant does not obey their master, they must have not heard them. Dang it, Saber! Flawless logic. But now I just need a sprite of her, like, literally with her fingers in her ears, saying, nah, I can't hear you. She grumpily turns away from me. I ignore her and descend the hill. Behind me, ever present, Saber continues to stalk me. Go home! Do I have to tell you directly? Stop following me! I glare at the girl that's 5 meters behind me. I don't know what her problem is, but I'm met with silent defiance. Jeez. I don't even get why she's just mad. She's just being a jerk. Fine. Do what you want. I'm ignoring you. I go up the hill that leads to Skull. Yamiya has a whole lot of hills and this slope is super long. From the school building that sits on top of the hill, you can get an unobstructed view of the whole town. It's a bit past 1 p.m. Fortunately, I don't see any students around on the way. It must be because it's Sunday, and the ones having club practice are taking a break. Guess I'm in luck, but it won't be like that from here. With a sigh, I surrender. I turn around. Oh, look! There's Saber again. Make your way up the hill, still glaring. I imagine now that I've started to ignore her, she's even more grumpy. Saber! Yes, you said I may do as I please. You only listen when it's convenient for you, huh? Of course, I am a servant, so I cannot let my master remain in danger while I am present. Fine! Give up! I'm raising the white flag! Come along! You'll understand that is a super safe place, and nothing will possibly go wrong! Also, sorry for yelling earlier. Not this time, though. I meant it that time. Huh? Let's make up a story. You're like a relative of my father, and you came to visit and sightsee. Is that alright? I go up the hill alongside Saber. Ah, yes. If that is convenient for you, then I do not mind. Alright, there, I decided. Yeah, you would have met him sooner or later, so I guess it doesn't matter if I introduce him to you now. That's right, she's bound to meet Fujini and Sakura if she's staying at my place anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Where'd you get the clothes? Okay, it's still the same in this timeline. Rin gave these to me. She said I would need regular clothes since I cannot turn into spirit form. That's super nice of her. I'm surprised at Tosaka's kindness, that she has a kind bone in her entire body. But I'm more surprised she has such mature tastes. What about your armor? Is it at the house? No, the armor is made of magic. When I cut off the supply, it disappears. When it's time for battle, I shall protect it onto my body. Oh, you can make it appear and disappear! Yes, that's comforting. Saber does not answer to my slip of the tongue and continues up the hill. Heck yeah, we got magic girl powers at our side. What could possibly go wrong? We arrive at school. Ugh. I can only be open about this now. I can pretend that I'm showing a new transfer student around. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Saber, if anyone stops you, just shake your head without saying anything. It'll be best to pretend you don't know Japanese. Saber, what's up with the grim look? I was not looking at you, Shira. I was just surprised at how strong the magical energy is here. Evisceration's on the menu. Yeah. Is Saber going to find the bombs in this round? Alright, I'm intrigued. Traces of magic, are you sure? Saber said so, but I don't feel anything. But then again, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, not that I can sense magic energy unless it's, you know, super concentrated. Yes, but it's not something you should be surprised about. Rin is in the same grade as you, correct? This is the place where a mage as strong as her has been for over a year. I'm sure she has a workshop, so energy will leak out even if she attempts to hide it. Magic energy that Saber feels must be from Tosaka. There's no such thing as magic bombs. Pretend they don't exist. That's pretty careless of her if you can sense her magic energy before you even go inside. Wait, does that mean she's here now? Oh, no! No, it seems Rin herself is not here. If she were, I would feel it even stronger. There are no humans resembling a mage on site. Something here feels off, which does bother me. There is no danger. I told you I'd be fine. Come on. We're gonna stay close. Hello, random girl I haven't seen in a bajillion years. Why is she listening to a guy who accidentally summoned her with zero aptitude? Because he is her master and she's a good servant. And she always listens to her master, except when he tells her to do stuff and she just ignores him. Yeah. He's back! Girl who who's like Ren's friend, who I think Shiro had like one scene with, maybe. Comes in handy sometime to find someone who knows you well enough. Ayako Mitsuzuri, captain of the Kyoto Club. Even figured out my reason for being here at a glance. So he's cucking Saber. Maybe. I don't know what's going to happen in this route, as far as Saber's love life goes. Yeah, I'm the delivery boy, as you guessed. Virginie inside.
いるいる。いやー、助かった。藤村先生ったら空腹でテンション高くて困ってたのよ。学食も休みだしさ。仕方ないんで買い出しに行こうかって考えあぐねてたところ。
Was that serious? Wait, you were going to go down to Toyoetsu by yourself?
そこ以外にどこがあるっていうのよ。ただでさえ備品で金食ってるんだから、非常食に金は避けないでしょ。
As expected from Mitsuzuri, who's notorious for being stingy. By the way, Toyoetsu is the name of a supermarket in the shopping district. Thank you, I didn't know that. In the Kyoto Club, anyone who is taking a break and resting their arm muscles is sent to the grocery stores run as exercise. It's kind of a contradictory custom when it's an excuse to rest your arm, but you have to carry a lot of groceries. Well, that sucks. Here's our lunch. Got late, but give it to Fujini, please. I hold out the paper bag.
豪華三段セット。いいね。久しぶりに見た。エミヤはこういう細いの上手なのよね。
I don't know what she's happy about, but she smiles. Whatever. Comparison, she's good at mass production. Mitsuzuri is usually one who's in charge of dinner at the training camps, and she surprises everyone every time. And a world of cooking is vast considering how her curry is good despite being basically having whole potatoes in it. What's wrong with having whole potatoes in a curry? Well, I guess it depends on the size of potato. I'm thinking like the baby potatoes. So like if it's like whole potatoes, I guess that'd be a weird thing, but eh. Well, anyway, Mitsuzuri only looks in the bag but doesn't take it. Hey, don't tease, just take the bag. Isn't it chaotic in there with Fujini going wild?
そうね。そう思うんなら、さっさと中に入って藤村先生に手渡してあげるべし。
Thanks, pal.
だいたいね、
Thanks
入
for
り口であ
tossing me
ん
to
た
the
を返した
tiger.
なんて言ったら、もっとへそ曲げるに決まってるじゃない。私は藤村先生にしごかれたくはないからね。ほら、ここまで来たら勘弁して中に入
I'd
る。
rather accept my unlimited Bladeworks in this round. She points to the dojo with her chin. True enough. I guess it'd be scary if I didn't go in later to see her. Not like I came for practice, so I can just leave as soon as I hand her the lunch. I give up and head to the archery range. Luckily, nothing bad is going to happen. Mitsuzuri, you've been here long enough now, so you should at least check if Fujini has her lunch in the morning. It's too creepy to imagine a teacher looking at her students' lunches.
いや、それが私も今朝は疲れててさ。最近ちょっと忙しくて、あんまり余裕がないんだな。ま、あんたに愚痴ってもしょうがないんだけど。
Then she suddenly comes close and whispers into my ear.
で、エミヤ。あれ何者よ。すっごい美人だけど。知り合い？
She's my love life from another timeline. He asked me in a nervous voice. Yeah, I'm sure anyone would be surprised to see Saber. Especially since she's trying to follow me into the archery range without saying anything. Being kind of rude, Saber, but whatever.
どうなのよ、エミヤ。あれ、知り合い？
It's complicated to explain. It would be helpful if you could say that she is. Also, if you could explain to everyone that they won't make a fuss about her when we go in, I will be in your debt.
OK。事情は気になるけど、その交換条件は気に入った。エミヤ、後でチャラってのはなしだからね。
Goodbye, lady. I look forward to maybe seeing you throughout the rest of this timeline one time more, maybe? I don't know. Saber silently falls behind Mitsuzuri and me. We enter the dojo. The archery range after lunch is noisy like a battlefield.
美咲さんがお腹痛くて死にそうだと言ってます。さっきの乾パン、いつの時代のだったんですか?
That's just a stomach ache. I also ate that and I'm fine, so just give her some tea.
大賀先生、巻き割ら練習するんでストーブ移動させてください。道場の隅は寒いっす。
Okay, since you've got some nerve using that name, go run 3 laps around the range in shorts. We're going to whip you into shape. Who do you think you are, Francesca von Karma? You don't get to use a whip.
先生、出血です。北子くんが鶴で頬を切りました。
You don't have to go to the nurse's office for a wound like this. Just rub some aloe. It's planted on the hill in the back.
もうなんだってこんなに裏ぞってんのよ、この弓ってば。こんなんじゃうまく張れないじゃない。
Hey, don't string it pushing from the top. You're still young, so get someone to help you if it's hard. If it flips and comes apart, your neck will be broken. That is, I will break your neck if you damage our bows.
先生、切り子がありません。手が滑ります。
Oh, really? Can someone go to the sword room and bring the stock?
先生、在庫切れです。原因は先日、先生が発注を忘れたことだと思います。
Oh, then the first years are going to the baseball club to steal some rosin bags.
むちゃくちゃなこの先生。
That seems like a reasonable solution, just don't get caught. Man, this place doesn't change at all. Well, can't stick around the pandemonium forever. Hey, great timing. Hey, Sakura. I call out to the girl in the front of the row rack. Oh, Senpai. Sakura returns the bow she was holding and runs to me, bewildered. Senpai, why did you come here today? Could it be... Yeah, I brought lunch for Fujini. Sorry, can you just take it to that maniac over there? Oh, yes. Right away, come to think of it, she was making a call. Huh? Not sure where her smile goes, but it vanishes at the same time as she slumps her shoulders. Yeah, that'd be the one. When she gets hungry, Fujini becomes a dictator, huh? It might be too late now, but she can have what I made. Also, sorry I came home late last night. Thanks for making dinner. Yes, thank you for saying so, but... He looks behind me. Saber, please stop staring at people, especially my potential love interest. Please stop that. The strands of the golden-haired girl that is out of place in the archery range. Senpai. What? Am I actually too late? I made yours too, just in case. No, that's not true. I am hungry too. I gave half of my lunch to Miss Fujimura. Yeah, that's what I thought. Made yours so that you can eat it right away. Didn't take much time. Well, if that's the case for everyone, I don't think anyone would complain about resuming lunch. You're right. Thank you for the meals. Senpai, will you be at the dojo all day? Think so. Well, since I'm here, guess I might as well stay since practice is over. Since I'm here, I might as well stay until practice is over. I skipped yesterday, so I'll make dinner today. You should come and eat with us. My brain was struggling to figure out who was saying this one. Yes, I'd love to. I'll go get Miss Fujimura. Senpai, please don't just drop off lunch and go somewhere, alright? Sakura goes to get Fujini. And when I look back, I see the members buzzing in conversations over Saber. And Mitsuzuri is going around explaining things. Thank you for expositioning so I don't have to. For now, I've accomplished my goal. I saved the world. From her. I'm so full, the sugar is flowing into my brain, so I'm finally back to my regular, wonderful, brilliant self. Hey, Fujini. The break room. Fujini sips tea as she eats some sweet bean jelly. Must be because Fujini is calmed now, but the sound of bowstring twangs and arrows cutting through the air echo through the dojo. It's Fujimura. I'll be taking my turn at the range, if you'll excuse me. Righto, and can you tell Mitsuzuri to come here? I need to talk to her. Okay, Senpai, please make yourself comfortable. If you can, I would appreciate it if you coached me, you know, if you actually did your job. You're being very optimistic, Sakura. I like that about you. It's foolish, especially at this point in time, but it's worth trying. Sakura bows, but as she does so, she stares uneasily at Saber, who's silently watching by the wall. So, what are you going to do after this, Shiro? I'll finish practice by 5, but do you want to stay and watch? What should I do? Just from what I see, Saber seems to be gazing at the archery range with interest herself, so I should... Ooh! Alright. I like all of these choices. That last line about being interested... Plus, it's archery, so we get to hang out with Fujini and Sakura. Huge plus. If we go to the student council room, I get to see my boy Isai for like the first time in forever since he totally didn't die in the last route. Or we can just show Saber around the school. All of these seem like fun options. I genuinely like all of these. He really seemed to want to get out of there. So I don't... I don't think Shiro wants to stay at the archery range. I vote Isai if you're accepting votes. I don't mind votes. I'm leaning towards Isai. That is... It's where I'm leaning towards. Partially because, like, literally, like, the one conversation that Isai had with Saber in the last round was like, I enjoyed their... They had next to no interaction, but it's like, there was, like, a tiny bit of chemistry there. Like, there was a little bit there. So I kind of want to see what happens if the two of them have an actual meeting, an actual conversation. But outside of Isai dropping apples off at our house, never to be seen again, probably to go off and die thanks to frickin' Shinji. So yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards student council room. While Saber's not looking, I'll sneak out for a bit. Oh, we're sneaking. Oh, I thought we were going to take Saber with us. Never mind. We're letting Saber stare at the archery range as we run away. Didn't think that was the option. Whoops. Oh well. If I go to the student council room, Isai might be there. And it might not be bad to start planning strategies for next month's finals. Yes, Shiro, start worrying about school stuff. I'm going to the student council room, Fujini. Do you know if Isai is there? Ryodo? I'm not sure, but at the very least, I haven't seen him. I see. I'll come back if he's not here. Tell Sakura I said hi. Righto! You prefer the girls over your pals. You're still such a boy, aren't you? I don't know what you mean by that. The Holy Grail War doesn't matter if there's finals next month. Agreed! We could be absolutely obliterated, or worse, expelled. Jiro absolutely has a little bit of Hermione Granger in him. I want to object, but if I do, Saber will notice, and I'm trying to run away from her because she scares me a little bit. I'll let Fujini win this time and just sneak out for just a little bit. Dang it! Where are you going, Shiro? And why is your gait suddenly different? Wait, are you telling me that she managed to actually see me with my super expert, super sneaky out of the building defense? How can she see through that great illusion? No! Saber's impossible. She's the greatest fighter ever. She can see through that. Ah! So much for sneaking out. I tried to leave without Saber noticing, but whatever trick she used, she beat me to it. This is Saber! Well, this is, I just remembered I had something I had to do. Just now, I believe that your only business here was to deliver lunch. Well, it's minor business. I didn't think it was something worth telling you. Oh, no, she's mad. I see. If it is minor business, then there is certainly no need to let me know. You do have your own life, after all. Man, I'm glad she's so understanding. Oh, this was the right choice. This was the right choice. I'm glad. But is it because of my guilty conscience that she looks angry? Nah. So, you want to wait here, Saber? I'll be back in an hour. Ah! But that was your life until yesterday. You must act as a master starting today, no matter what kind of business it is. It is my duty to accompany you until I determine that it is safe. So, do you have any objections to my opinions, Shiro? No. I actually really do, but she's too close and I can't think of anything good. Fine, have it your way. I'll just show you around the school or whatever. I drop my shoulders and give in and extend the invitation. Did we lose points with Saber on this? Okay, we did. Okay, there was no heart there. So we couldn't have gained or lost anything even with that. How do we get that? What the heck is that option? Oh well. The blonde foreigner follows me without question. Now, how should I explain this to Isai? Hey, here's the new member of the student council, Saber. Got that by not getting injured the previous day. Yay, not being injured. If you don't get injured, Rin doesn't need to help you recover in the morning. Oh, okay. Okay, so that must mean like the... Oh, yeah. So... in that case, then this one might not be a bad end, or maybe one of these two aren't a bad end. And just lead to Shiro not being injured, so alright. Student council is unlocked today of all days. The noises you make are suddenly telling. You must really want to hide things from me, Shiro. Of course she sees right through me. It must be some sort of magic woman power. It must be her insight as a swordsman. Maybe that. I'm not trying to hide anything, I just don't want a commotion. Well, at least being here must be some kind of fate, so I guess I'm introducing you to my best friend who we didn't see after like day 6 last time. Also, if it's a student council room, no one will see us, so we can just kill time until Kyoto Club finishes. Isai, is that a friend of yours? What is a friend? He's the school's, he's kind of like a leader of a security force, a paragon that strives for organizational harmony. A security leader? Perhaps I could learn something of interesting from him. Maybe, he's a clever guy, so you might get along. I ship it. What does this ship mean? Do you have a boat? Don't worry about it. I open the door with force and then there's an unexpected person in the student council room. Hey, that dude who had like one line of dialogue and yet he is on the list of people who have their own unique voices. Oh boy, what is this dude's deal? I gulp. The one in the student council room is not Isai, but Mr. Kazuki, the teacher in charge of the student council. Excuse me, Mr. Kazuki, is Isai here?
Yeah, 今日は見ていないな。生徒会に何か用か、エミヤ。
Oh, not so much, but I wanted to talk to my friend. I wanted to start preparing for finals.
そうか。ではしばらく待ってみるのだな。竜道のことだ。家に飽きて逃げ込んでくる可能性もある。
That's a weird thing to say. It's okay for me to stay in the student council room?
構わんだろう。お前が生徒会室にいることが問題なら、当の昔に事件が起きている。戸締まりは任せる。鍵は私の机に置いておいてくれ。
Later person who I think said more lines here than the entire last route. I wonder if he was being considerate. According to Isai, Mr. Kazuki is actually far more sensitive than he appears. While waiting for Isai in the student council room, he must have thought I'd be able to relax more by myself instead of with a teacher. Bye, Mr. Kazuki. I can't wait to see you for like 5 lines during the Heavens Feel route. Bye! And then, Mr. Kazuki goes out in the hallway. He bumps into Saber, who was waiting behind me. Mr. Kazuki, she's a acquaintance of mine. She might come here next year, so she came to visit the school. Yeah, I make up an excuse. Kind of flimsy. But even if you are a prospective student, we aren't allowed to bring outsiders here. If it was Fujine, I could probably get by, but there's no way I can get this teacher.
そうか。外国からの入学者は初めてだな。意外だが変化があることは喜ぶべきだろう。
Ah! You bought that? I mean, yeah, that's the truth! At least that's what I thought. Mr. Kazuki gazes at Saber in admiration as I come to the conclusion he's actually really okay.
入学生は周りから注目されることは避けられまい。エミヤ、知り合いなら気を使ってやれ。お前も来年は3年生だ。最上級生として後輩の世話はしっかりな。
Actually, she's like 50 or something. Her body's not, but like, she lived a long time. Yay, not a mean teacher. Thank you, Mr. Kazuki.
休日の下校時間は5時だ。校門が閉まる前に下校しろ。
Got it. He leaves for the teacher office. Saber watches him until he couldn't be seen anymore. Saber, is there something wrong with Mr. Kazuki? No, not in particular. At first I thought he was no ordinary person, but the more I look at him, the more I can assure you, he is not a master. Okay, that 100% hard confirms it. Kazuki is 0% chance a master. Thank you for confirming that, Saber. I'm a bit tired. Saber determines whether someone's a master or not every time she meets someone. To be fair, in the middle of this war, that seems like a pretty darn good thing to do. Well, that's good. If Mr. Kazuki was a mage, then I'd be kind of surprised too, but wait, what do you mean by that? Did you feel something special from him? No, I did not feel anything special in particular. It's just that his breathing was too natural and controlled. To be honest, I was amazed. There were no unnecessary movements in his steps, and I have never seen someone as skilled as he is. Saber seems seriously amazed. Darn, here I thought Mr. Kazuki would be the secret main character. That's what I was hoping for! It turns out Shiro was Mr. Kazuki the entire time! But if Saber's that amazed, then isn't he already super suspicious at that point? Wait, hold on, wait. If Mr. Kazuki were to fight, then doesn't that mean he would be super duper strong? Your teacher, yes, I would say so. If we're speaking of physical prowess alone, then he would be roughly your level. But in battle, I would not think he is any more significant than a normal person. He looks at me in wonder. But I'm the one wondering. He's someone so good that Saber's amazed, but what does it mean that he's just a normal person? You worded that weirdly. As I said, I was amazed by his breathing. It was ideal for his body. What was impressive was that singular thing. Then, while sipping on tea in the student council storage, Saber explains things that I don't understand. You're just talking about breathing. If that's ideal, then so what? It will not only heavily affect your physical capabilities, but how you interact with nature. Sorry. Western mages don't emphasize this, but in Eastern paradigms, breathing and walking form is a high-level concept that cannot be learned by instruction alone. To take in outside air, you think of a clear image of connecting the outer and inner world within your body. My understanding, to breathe is to take in God, and to breathe out is to release God. That's heavy, man. The correct method of breathing is a secret technique at any given school, and perhaps only one person per generation would be expected to master it. To put it another way, those who cast spells without using magecraft are merely mages. But if one's breathing, walking, build, and their existence itself can fulfill a divine will, then that person is themselves a magic circuit that far surpasses any mage. Ow. I think there's a Shinto belief about that. Something like they repel the evil with just their footsteps, or by clapping their hands, or something like that. Yes, those embodiments are something that you spend a lifetime to acquire. However, there are those rare cases where someone is born with the correct way of breathing and walking. As stated, their bodies themselves are magic circuits. As they are abnormal from when they are young, they will be famed as prodigies or children of God. Normally they would be claimed by mages, but some may go unnoticed. Such people hold mystics that surpass a mage, without even knowing the existence of magecraft, but... Wait, is Mr. Kazuki a natural-born genius? I do not feel such power from him. Well, this contradicts what I was saying, but I believe his breathing and walking techniques were acquired through training after birth. I can't believe this either. But he's not a mage, nor does he carry a scent of blood on him. But he has like a daily exercise that's just like makes him a perfect mage if he wanted to be? What does that mean? Mr. Kazuki has been living purely and honestly, both mentally and physically? So he's like a pope? Is my teacher the pope? To say Mr. Kazuki is... It means that he is an ideal person to have as a teacher. As a person, he is not extraordinary. However, it just means that he is an object of envy for someone like me, who cannot breathe correctly even with training. Surprisingly, that kind of shocks me a bit. Even Saber, who can do anything, envies others? Are we gonna see my boy Isai? No! My heart breaks. I didn't get to see my boy. He's probably out picking apples to deliver to my house. In the end, Isai, the miracle never came. It's almost time to leave school, so I decide to lock up and go back to the archery range. At least we learn cool breathing stuff. No Isai, just breathing lore. I'll take breathing lore. Club practice ends by the time the sun sets. Sun goes down early in the winter, and they must be taking into account the incidents that have been happening. Oh yeah, Mitsuzuri. Where's that son of a gun? I haven't seen him. Mitsuzuri says it as if it's nothing and makes her way towards the school building. Kyoto Club captain leaves, fiddling with a room key. We're at the front gate. With the sun setting on the town below us, I part with the others along with Fujini, Sakura, and Saber. Bye, Mitsuzuki. I look forward to maybe seeing you in the Heavensfield route. Bye, probably forever. Everyone sees us off in high spirits as we head down the hill. Thank you for having my back, random student. You're my favorite new friend. We descend back into town. We failed in our mission to get Saber a schoolgirl uniform. Oh. Next time. Next time. Besides, me, Sakura, and Fujini, and Saber are following right behind us. Why is that girl following us? Oh yeah, I probably should have told him about Saber. Nah, let's just let Saber keep following us and just... let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we reach a boiling point. Oh, seems as though she didn't think anything of it at the time, but she's finally catching on. Shiro, do you know her? This is the second time someone's asked me today. Thanks to Mitsuzuri for giving me a rehearsal, I am able to answer without hesitation. Of course, I know her. I am the one who brought her. Pro-acting, right there. I answered as nonchalantly as I can. That's what I thought, so... Senpai, how do you know her? Yeah, I didn't know you had a foreign friend. Not a friend, she is an acquaintance of my father. She is the daughter of someone my old man met when he was flying around the world. Kiritsugu, so she came to visit Kiritsugu? That is right, she will be staying at my place for a while. Do your best to be nice, please. What? Both Sakura and Fujini react at the same way at the exact same time. Oh boy! Let's see how this conversation goes in this route! Well, if I was told, hey, that girl's starting to live with you today. Yeah, that would be a kind of surprise. No, we don't need to run away. We can talk this out. Like, Taiga is a very calm and reasonable person, and Sakura is... Please don't hurt me, Sakura. Ah! But Shiro, are you saying you're going to be living with her? No, Saber's staying for a short while. I'm just giving her a place to stay. Nothing to be shocked by. This is totally normal. Senpai, is her name Saber? Yeah, it's British. Yeah, that's it. Or, dang it, I don't know her origin. It's French? Might be French. Germanic? Where does the word saber come from? Dang it! Yeah, it's a rare name. She's not used to Japan, so she might act differently. And also, she seems very unapproachable. But she's super duper nice, maybe. Please be super nice, Saber. Sakura, it would be helpful. Please be friends with her. Okay, that's fine, but... Sakura doesn't make eye contact with me and just looks at Fujini as if pleading for help. Miss Fujimura, do you approve of Saber staying over? I can't approve of it as a teacher, but I can't ignore someone who came for Kiritsugu. He looks responsible, so I don't think anything will happen. Right, Shiro? Right? Right! She gives me a sidelong glance. Of course, Kiritsugu's guest is my guest. I'm not going to be rude to her. And if anything, she's like a little sister. By the way, how old is she? She looks younger than Sakura. I think she's like 50, but I don't know that in this timeline. Well, something like that, sure. Fujini stares into my face. And we're at the bottom of the hill, and suddenly... Uh-oh. Shiro. Do you like her? I mean, like her. Uh-oh. Surprise attack! Just that I can't say. Way to be smooth, Shiro. You got this. My face is hot. My face looks right to Fujini right now. Oh no. You're not lying, but the possibility isn't zero. I don't know what you got from that. Fujini crosses her arms and goes quiet as if she's thinking hard about something. As a result, Saber's stay was approved! Woohoo! I guess it's fine. It will be a good experience if you think about it as a homestay. And there's a lot of empty rooms here. Fujini's single opinion settles it. Sakura didn't say anything the whole time, but in the end... I don't feel like I have a say in this. No, your opinion matters to me, Sakura. Please voice your thoughts. You're allowed to talk. Women are allowed to have opinions, I think. Are women allowed to have opinions? We'll figure it out. He agreed in the end. And so, dinner time rolls around. I put in extra effort into making dinner to welcome Saber and also to suck up to the other two. Starting with preparing salad-style seared bonito. Then fried chicken with zesty green onion sauce, a classic meat and potato stew, and to top it off, a variety of tempura including shrimp. The menu is kind of all over the place, but... this is awkward. It ended without anyone saying anything. Splish splash, I was taking a bath all about a Saturday night. Rubbed up, I was bathing in the tub, wishing everything was alright. Please let Fujini and Sakura get along with Saber because she's kinda gonna be around for at least 11 days in this frickin' route. I washed the dishes. Not that I was expecting everyone to be best friends day one, but there have at least been some conversation. I think I made the tempura especially good this time, at least. It's straight. It's straight instead of curved, and the outside is crunchy. It was perfectly made, so they could have said something. Still finished everything. What's up with just saying more please repeatedly 3 times with that being the only thing I said? Splish splash, cleaning up after 4 people takes a while. Now that I think about it, is Sakura protesting the situation by not helping me? Oh. It's past 9 p.m. They usually go home around this time. Fujini, if you're going home, can you see Sakura off? I call out from the kitchen while washing dishes. There's no response. Fujini is watching TV without any concern. Hello, Earth of Fujimura. Go to the living room and tap her on the head. And then... sorry, no dice. I will not be able to take Sakura home for a while. Why? Do you have to do something, Miss Fujini? Nah. I shall be staying here starting tonight too! Yes! Best route! Best route confirmed! Yeah, she just said that as if it were nothing. Fujimi makes another sneak attack on me. Why? Oh, why don't you join us, Sakura? I shall contact your family, so don't worry about it. It will be much more fun if the 3 of us had a sleepover. Best route! Best route confirmed. I didn't think we'd actually get this kind of thing. This is a delight. I am so happy. Unlimited Bladeworks, unlimited best route. Oh, yeah, yes, please. I knew I could count on you, Miss Fujimura. Wait. Why are you enthusiastic about this, Sakura? Alright, let us use the room in the back. We have plenty of beds and pajamas for all of us. That's fine with you, right, Saber? Is it just me, or does that sound more like an order? Saber looks at me as if asking for help. I think we have to just give up this time. This is trouble, Shiro. I must protect you. For I cannot fulfill my duty if I am in the same room as them. I would not know how to, you know, talk to them. Sorry, Fujini brought it up. I cannot stop her. Also, she's probably doing this as a compromise. If we decline, she's probably gonna take back letting you stay here, and if that happens, we'll have to sleep elsewhere. Ooh, what do you mean by that? Like, is Fujini gonna kick us out of the house and we have to go to a special motel or something? Is that what you're implying? That would trouble me too. The bounded field at this house is excellent, so this location is a good base. As long as you are here, you will be prepared for any enemy surprise attacks. I see, then even more so, please just hang in there. As long as we're both here, we can meet up anytime, right? Right? Dealing with Fujini is a lot, but if you have trouble, just say you don't know that much Japanese. No hablo inglés. No hablo inglés. Just keep repeating that over and over again. Hey, stop whispering over there. Come over here, Saber. Shiro's a boy, so he is fine by himself, right? Fujini pulls Saber to her. It's been decided. Saber State got approved. Fujini is staying over, and Sakura is keeping them company too. Cannot stress enough. This is the dream route. This is perfect. I am here for Saber, Taiga, and Sakura shenanigans. It is the dream. The literal dream that I've been hoping for out of this. Alright. I will be back in just a minute. I need to take an anti-hydration break. Be right back. Alright, we are back, and it's time for the shenanigans to begin. Yay! In only half a day, the occupancy has drastically increased. Actually, this is really comparable to a hotel. It's bedtime. No, we need to shift points of view. We need an intermission with Saber now more than anything. I beg you, game. Give me what I need. I don't know what happened to Saber, but the lights have gone out in that room. Sound of activity from it have gone silent. It's hard to get I've heard it gets noisy when there's three girls together. Seems like that is true even when they're quiet, like Saber and Sakura are. And with that, we have reached the end of day 3. No, I need an intermission! I have never needed an intermission more in my life than now. Wait, no, never mind. It's mainly Fujini's laughter. Though it's still pretty noisy. It isn't good for my mental health to have girls the same age as me being rowdy under the same roof. Darn, my sleepiness went away thinking about a girl's sleepover. Like Saber's troubled expression. If Sakura and Saber are getting along, or what Fujini's even thinking. The more I think, the more my head starts hurting. If it's like this, it might have been better if Saber had slept in the room next to mine. It's 11 p.m. The lights are out in Georgia. There's not a single sound outside. My hand goes to the door to slide it open and tiptoe so Fujini doesn't hear anything. Time to go put some rods in my spine. I go out to the garden. Moon is shining bright while the cutting breeze is cold. The winter night, the world was silent, as if frozen. Let it go, let it go. Huh! What the heck could have caused this split? Because, like, there's no heart there, so it's not like the amount of Sakura or Saber affection. Because I think normally it shows, like, a heart in the split if that happens. Maybe? Like, this round has so many more mysteries that I just don't comprehend. You'll explain it later. Thank you. I assume it's spoilers. Yay, spoilers. The shed is gone still. The place where I got cornered by Lancer yesterday and the place where Saber appeared. The entrance is still open and the darkness inside feels uninviting. I've got rods to stuff up my spine. Let's do this. I go inside, closing the door behind me. Shoot over 200 arrows, huh? Teaching of archery focuses accuracy, piercing strength, and persistence. Accuracy is how well one can hit the target. Piercing is the power to pierce the target. And lastly, persistence. How long one can maintain both of those things. I read it in an archery manual. Once one aims to be a shooter, after they learn the true meaning of Kyudo, they continue that forever. 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 And just because it amused me, I'm going to read a quote that I wrote down and tweeted out from a coworker at work today. 100% true. As it throbs, it shoots. My work can be weird sometimes, and I love it. So they say shoot over 200 arrows or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what I should do as a master. So I should at least train my magecraft. Okay. I do have one question for a theory. Is True Path like insanely complicated in that every time you get a choice, you have to go down a very specific route every single time? Is it one of those kind of true paths? One of those kind of true routes? If you don't feel like answering, no problem. It's just like a thought I wanted to voice. I sit down inside the shed and take a deep breath. Ah! Ah! I control my breathing and begin my regular training. True Path is not complicated. It usually relies on one choice and heart points. Thank you. My mind imagines the same thing that it always does. An image of a sword that comes to mind. I ignore that and clear my mind even more. Once I've let the magic energy flow, I try to strengthen stuff. I successfully strengthened last night, and I need to keep practicing that. Trace on! Trooper transform! That's all for now. Got all about the Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka, and all that stuff. I put myself in the process. Clear all thoughts and hesitation. During the process, the thought that Tosaka, who's a mage like me, might be doing the same kind of training never leaves my head. Interlude. Yes, yes, yes! Give me what I want! Ah, dang it, I don't know if this is what I want. She weaves her way through an unnatural darkness, a desolate night. While the moonlight shines, she makes her way through a dark hallway and enters a... I really hope it's not sleepover. I don't want this to be a sleepover scene. This is a room of a random building. There are about 50 workers here. Most of them are male, and they are scattered like puppets, like their strings are severed. She grits her teeth. It helps that the darkness limits her vision. I'm assuming this is Ren? The rotten air is from a plant smell that turns into smoke and filthy air. What is the scent? Can you tell, Archer? Opening the door and windows, she asks someone behind her. There's no one there, but in the shroud of smoke, a strong presence wavers. It must be witch's ointment. The kind made from umbellifers? Umbellifers. That destroys love? Is that supposed to be unbelievers? What is unbellifer? Unbellifers. Oh, okay. Apiace, or umbelliferae, is a family of mostly aromatic flowering plants named after a type of genus Apia, commonly known as the celery, carrot, or parsley family. Good to know. Kind made from celery that destroys love. Celery does destroy love. As much as I want to love it. That's hemlock, right? Destroys love? Oh, I see. I wonder if the instigator of this has some sort of grudge against men. If so, it must be a woman. I don't know what kind of grudge, but it must be deep-rooted to take it out on so many people after becoming a servant. Stop mansplaining and open the... Thank you, translators. That's a fun one. Stop mansplaining and open the windows. They're still breathing. At this rate, it doesn't matter whether we call for help now or if they're found in the morning. Let's just leave as soon as we're done, Archer. She opens the window on one side, treats the people in especially bad condition, and then leaves the room. I have to take my clothes to the dry cleaners. She sniffs her coat. Though she was careful not to touch things for the most part, there's still a scent of rust that made it on her. The room was sealed, and the floor of that room was covered in blood that 50 or so people threw up. The presence behind her takes form. I recognize this roof, or maybe is this just a random generic roof, and they only have like one rooftop. What appears behind her is a knight in red. He is Archer, the servant protecting Ren Tosaka. So, are they flowing towards Ryodao Temple? Yeah. All the life energy that was taken is flowing towards the mountain. Coma incidents happening in Shinto are caused by whoever is at the temple. I do not know about the Master, but such a thing is beyond human power. If there's anyone capable of doing it, it is the servant caster. Okay, I think this is straight up the first time they have said it is the servant caster at Ryodao. Because before, like, they had said a witch, and also implied that that could be a master, possibly Assassin's Master, but now with this information, we can probably hypothesize that Assassin and Caster's masters are working together. Alright. Alright. Or... Oh. What if Pastor used that noble phantasm knife that steals the command signs, used that on Assassin? And now, like, she's Assassin's master? Alright. We're theory crafting. We're coming up with ideas. We'll see if any of them pan out. A witch at Ryodao Temple, huh? If that's the case, we made a blunder last night. A blunder? You mean how we called it a tie with Berserker? I think that was the best possible outcome. I don't know about that. If Castor has such a large network, I'm sure she saw the battle last night. But despite that, we couldn't defeat the Berserker, we let Saber go, and we gave away the scope of our power. What part of all this is good for us? Never mind. Ren does not answer. Not a mistake to drive Berserker away and help Saber. And most importantly, Archer hasn't shown the full scope of his power yet. Last night, it is true the arrow Archer fired stopped Berserker, but even Ren, his master, has yet to find out his identity, or the identity of his most powerful noble phantasm. Ren. No, she knows the principle behind it. It was just a bomb. Just detonated a bomb called a noble phantasm in front of his enemy. It goes without saying how exceptional it was. That was a one-time explosion of magic energy created using the most powerful of illusions, a noble phantasm. Broken phantasm. That is what the Red Knight's deadly noble phantasm is called. Ren. Though that in itself is also strange. Typically servants only wield one noble phantasm, and it is a part of them that they have had in their past lives. What kind of heroic spirit would destroy such a thing so freely? Ren. It's not easy to fix a noble phantasm that's been destroyed. It's like committing suicide for a servant to destroy their own. Ren. In other words, Archer abandoned his strongest weapon in a situation where he still had 6 enemies he needed to defeat. No, more than that, the other servants would faint if they found out he destroyed his own noble phantasm. It is their proof as a hero. Ren. Huh, what? Sorry, wasn't listening. I asked what we are going to do. You must be tired from the previous battle, so we should go back and get some rest. Ren clutches her fist in response. Previous battle, large number of skeleton golems reeling in a hallway. All of them were destroyed by her own hand. She didn't even need Archer's help, and didn't want to expose Archer's abilities over something like that. More importantly, she felt anger towards an enemy who breaks the rules as a mage and involves innocent people. That's why she destroyed them. She beat them up without mercy until there was nothing left. She did not show any sympathy, even if the bones were someone that could have been alive. She didn't suffer any fatal wounds, except for one. She fought and kept the nausea from overwhelming her. In exchange, she bit her lip so hard it bled. We're going after Castor. You can still feel her presence, right? We'll get things over before she can escape to Ryodao Temple. What? I'm surprised. Wasn't it your principle to not do things you don't think you can do? That's right. I can't do things where I know the outcome. That's different. If we go after her now, I'm sure we'll be able to find some clue, and most of all, you can't stand without starting a fight. Good grief, you're letting easy opponent... Good grief, you're letting the easy opponents run loose and going after the hardest opponent to defeat. Fine, let Saber be. We can finish them off anytime. We don't have to worry about them. We don't have to go out of their way if they're not going to do anything. As long as he's hiding in his home, I'm just going to let him be. So, will it be a different story if that master is in front of you? For example, if Shiro Emio were to appear in front of you without any self-awareness as a master. Those words are as if to test her. In a voice without emotion, looking down at the night town. I'll kill him. I have no obligations for someone who doesn't know something like that. Rento Saka asserts as if to convince herself. Interlude. Out. Give me another interlude. I need shenanigans. No, it's the next day. I needed sleepover shenanigans. Oh. Let's enjoy a nice morning. Hopefully we get the tea from Saber about what went down. The chapter is called Bonnie and Clyde? Oh, now you hype me up, game. Oh, you keep hyping me up. Will Ren kill us? Not impossible. I would definitely lean towards no. Like, by far and away, I lean towards no. But just like, I don't think it's impossible in this route. I could see this route, like, at some point, like, if Shiro dies, shifting perspectives to Ren, because we started with Ren. Started the entire game with Ren. So, like, that is a legitimate possibility. Shiro could die or become incapacitated, and the narrative, our protagonist narrative shifts. But first, let's figure out what happened. Winter, 5 years ago. It was a beautiful moonlit night. I was just enjoying the sight of my father, Yuritsugu Emiya. It was winter, but it wasn't very cold. On the veranda, it was just a little bit chilly. Perfect weather to watch the moon. Yuritsugu didn't go out much anymore. Rarely went out, and he spent most of his time lounging around the house. Every time I recall this, I still feel regret. I didn't realize that he was acting the way any creature does when they know their time's up. When I was a boy, I wanted to be a hero of justice. He blurted it out of nowhere. My father, who already seemed like a hero of justice in my eyes, said that as if he were reflecting on a memory. What, you wanted to, so you gave up on it? I asked, unable to hide my disappointment. Yuritsugu smiled and looked up at the moon. Unfortunately, yes. You can only be a hero for so long. It gets harder to call yourself one as you grow up. I wish that I had found that out earlier. Well, it made sense to me. Wasn't sure why, but if Yuritsugu said it, it had to be true. Well, that's just too bad. Yeah. Really is. Too bad. Yuritsugu nodded in agreement, though just kind of blurted something out as if it were a natural thing to say. Okay, if you can't do it, guess I'll do it for you. Can't do anything because you're an adult, but I can. Leave your dream to me. Because I'll make it a reality. Bold promise made my father smile. Yuritsugu made a long, content sigh and whispered, "Ah, that's a relief." Then he closed his eyes. It happened in winter, 5 years ago. Such was the parting that would determine the course of his life. The night Shiro Emiya swore to be a hero of just ice. There's no way I could forget. I never talk about it, but I still remember. 10 years ago, a man saved me from a fire. Stuff. Emotion I felt engraved in my mind. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anyone. I was the only person that was saved. That's why I decided to be like him. I wanted to become a hero so no one had to die, even if it was just a childish fantasy. I dreamed of it. Then, Yuritsugu was the embodiment of my dream himself. Left behind his dream of something like that before he died peacefully. At least he taught me how to shove rods up my spine. It's only natural for a child want to follow their father's footsteps. Shiro Emiya must become a hero of justice and save someone like me. Yeah, I strongly swore so as a child. Shiro Emiya would fulfill the dream on behalf of the man he admired. But I don't really know, to be honest. The way that I think is correct, where that way of thinking comes from. What I can do as an amateur, how can I make the dreams of making everyone happy that Yuritsugu would often mention, which is itself a far-fetched as magic come true? Oh, and what can I do as a master now? There are way too many things to think about. I'm about to burst. And I fell asleep with the rods up my spine again. Nostalgic dream fills my mind. Oh, I fell asleep in here again. Saber's gonna yell at me. Shake my head and change from my coveralls to my uniform. A bit before 6 a.m. Sakura's probably already up and making breakfast. I make my way to the yard and take in the morning air. It's a good morning. Though I am preoccupied by the thought of 3 girls staying here. Well, not exactly. More like 2 girls. Hard pressed to call Fujini a girl. I was about to say, is it going to be Fujini or Saber? Yeah, it's definitely calling Saber a girl. Anyway, now... Ooh. I want to do all of these! No! This round has already had so many tough choices. Why? Game. Why you do this to me? Ugh. Leaning towards Sakura. I'm not going to go see how Saber's doing. We can talk to Saber later, and Saber's going to stalk us and follow us around, and we're eventually going to have conversations with her. It needs to be either Sakura or Fujini. Do I cheat? And by cheat, I mean look at the flowchart. If the flowchart... This is the gameplay part of me saying. If I see the slot on the flowchart with a choice, if it has a heart on it, I go to Sakura. If it doesn't have a heart on it, I'm going to Fujini. Because cheating. It's got a heart. We're going to Sakura. I'll go help Sakura out. He's making breakfast for 4 people. So it'll take longer. I also want to ask her about last night. It seemed like Saber went with my story, but it's entirely possible they didn't get along, and I just want to make sure everything went all right. Did someone die? Please tell me if someone died. Hi, Sakura. Good morning, Senpai. I've already started preparing breakfast. Morning, Sakura. Let me help you with that. I put on an apron and make my way to the kitchen. I just noticed that frickin' Sakura has Sakura blossoms on her frickin' apron. Of course she does. Da 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 da. It's a hint. There's going to be a purely visual novel Sakura Wars game made by Type Moon. Please do the grilling. I just cooked the rice, so I'll make the miso soup and the side dish. As always, Sakura is quick and efficient. Doesn't seem to be putting on a front, so it doesn't look like yesterday is particularly bothering her, but... Sakura, about yesterday. Is everyone alive? Yeah, the 3 of you had to share a room last night. You seemed to be worried about having Saber stay, so I wanted to know how it went. I don't know what you mean when you say it like that. Please just ask me clearly what you want to know, or I can't answer. She's got her angry face. Oh, it'd be nice if you all got along. Oh, would it make you happy if Saber and I got along? Help me out. I did decide Saber's staying without your permission, right? It'd be reasonable if you resented her. Well, at the very least for that. You could overlook that and be nice to Saber, pretty please? And I'd make you happy. Well, it's embarrassing to say it out loud, so I just nod. Yes. Yeah, I'd be thankful if she overlooked this and got along with Saber. Since Sakura's like family, I don't want her upset over something that I did without her input. To answer your question, by midnight last night we managed to work it out. I still find her a bit hard to deal with, but I think we can get along. She is difficult to understand, but she does have a cute side, I suppose. Sakura's smile is genuine and heartfelt. That makes me happy. It truly does, but... Cute? Saber's cute? What? Saber? I never would have thought. No way. She... Cute? Are you sure? No way. No. No shot. That's how I see it. Miss Fujimura already treats her like she's known her for ages, and Saber seems to have taken to it easily enough. We were actually sharing a room to keep an eye on her, but starting tonight, we're going to room together because we want to. Ah! Saber's cute side certainly seemed rather beautiful, but cute? Ah. Everyone digs in. This is the first time the four of us have been eating together around a dinner table. Just want to check. No heart! No! No! I should have gone to Fujini. This tastes kind of bland. Did you change the broth, Sakura? Yes, I figured Saber wouldn't be used to miso soup, so I thought I should make it strong. Yes, I do like today's miso soup more than last night. However, Sakura, I am used to Japanese food, so please, do not worry about me and cook as you will. I am certain that it shall be fine. Sakura points only exist in Heaven's Feel. I can still drain! I can drain! Are you sure? Oh, you can use chopsticks. I'm surprised you're very good at that, Saber. I'm used to it. However, to be honest, using chopsticks is tiring. I do believe that they are superior to a fork and knife, however. Yeah, you usually use a fork and knife and not chopsticks, huh? So that's not what you put on there. You have to put soy sauce on that. I see. Thank you for the warning. No problem. I'll take some of your seaweed as a reward. Give me second, Shiro. Okay, don't eat too much and fall asleep again. Miss Fujimura, I think you should hold back a little if you're going to participate in today's morning practice. It's alright. I need to eat this much or else I won't last until lunch. And you're not one to talk. Eating rice balls after morning practice. Oh, you knew about that? I was watching you since you were in the corner acting suspiciously. A girl your age shouldn't be eating 2 meals for breakfast. The devil comes down on your scale one day to terrorize you. According to my estimates, your weight right now is... No, please don't, Miss Fujimura. If you say it, I will not make you breakfast anymore. Man. Also, I only eat between meals every now and then. It's not like I do that every day. Is that so? I thought you made rice balls every day since you cook extra rice. You knew about that, senpai? Oh, Sakura, Shiro is oddly sharp when it comes to picking up details like that. I bet he knew from the first time you made it. The first time you mean last summer? Oh! Is there dust in the air, Sakura? Why are you waving your hands like that? Breakfast proceeds just like that. Morning is twice as noisy as usual. But in the midst of that... That's bad. Some disturbing news on the telly. What? Another gas leak in Shinto? 50 people this time. Hold on, so people couldn't contact the victims last night, so some family members got suspicious and called their work, but when they checked with security, there was no one left in the office? What is this? How did security not notice that everyone in the building was unconscious since the evening? That is way beyond derelict of duty. Fujinami must have lost her appetite and stops eating her third bowl of rice. Saber is watching the news with a grim expression. In that case, there's no doubt. I don't know what the motive is. This is something done by a master. Fortunate there were no deaths in a gas leak, but... Jeez, it's getting dangerous. Shiro, no more working in Shinto for a while. You have a lot in your savings, so take it easy during these times. I appreciate that she's worried about me. I can't reply. No time to be working anyway. I kind of have to, go to war. But I wouldn't be able to come home as often now that, war. Also, when I can't come home, I'll have to say a lie and say that I'm working. So that Fujini and Sakura don't worry. I finish cleaning up and go to the front door. Fujini and Sakura already left for morning practice. Saber's trying to follow me again. But I can't let her do that. The weekends are fine. There's no way I can bring Saber to school. Unless we got her a uniform. Saber, this is as far as you can go. Please just stay here while I'm at school. There'll be more commotion if you go to school with me, and most of all, you're gonna stand out. Master should avoid attracting attention, right? She must not be satisfied as she protests. It's okay, I won't be attacked in a place where there's people, and school's safe. I can manage just protecting myself. Saber's eyebrow twitches. Must be objecting about the fact that I can protect myself. I can turn a poster into a crummy sword. I am an expert. Allow me to ask you one thing. Are you saying you can defeat enemies by yourself? No, I can't. I'm just saying I can avoid danger by myself during the daytime. I won't go places where there's no people. I will come back before it gets dark. That's okay, right? You also need a rest to preserve your magic stuff. Don't follow me. I understand. I have to believe you if you say so. She's really worried about my safety. Feel bad about turning her down. Sorry, Saber. But it'll be alright. Also, you'll know when I'm in danger, right? And you can come to me if that happens, right? No, that doesn't happen. Our connection is weak. The only time I will sense you in danger is when death is imminent. It will be too late if I head over then. Then I'll have to call you myself? Yes. If you think that you need me, then I can tell as your servant. Even then, if you believe I will not make it in time, please use a command spell. With that, I will jump through space and protect you. Jump through space? That's like true magic. Oh, snap. Got it. Try not to get best to get in bad times. I wave goodbye and run away. Understood. Please be careful, Shiro. Your school is abnormal. Be on your guard. Make sure not to go near Rin. Are you saying that Tosaka will attack me at school? No way! She really is a mage, and the association's rule is to not involve innocent people. I would think she would even greet me casually if we see each other at school. I would like to believe so. Rin is not the kind of person to change her decision out of concern for witnesses. It seems she regards you as an enemy, so it will do no harm to be on your guard. Alright. I think it's needless to worry, but I'll be careful. Fine. It's past 7. It's later than usual, but I should make it on time without having to hurry. It's 7:40, go through the gate, make it in time. Oh no. I'm overcome with the fact that there's a bomb here. Guess there's nothing wrong. Let's ignore the bad feelings. Just always ignore the bad feelings. Even after taking a deep breath, that strange feeling doesn't disappear. Great. Go up to the 3rd floor and head to my classroom, and then... Oh, I run into Tosaka. Yo, what up, buddy? Yo, pal. How's it hanging? Since we do know each other now, I casually greet her. But Tosaka's frozen as if she saw a ghost. Yeah, I'm sure none of this feeling of magic stuff. We can just ignore that. No big deal. What could possibly go wrong? Is there something on my face? Oh no. I wipe my cheek with the sleeve of my uniform. Saga still isn't replying. Did Saber follow me and I just didn't realize it? He looks away and goes back to her classroom. Oh, dang. What's with the reaction? I don't think it's like him to ignore someone who just greeted her. Strange feeling hits me again when I enter the classroom. Someone might have brought in some snacks since I'm smelling something slightly sweet. Guess the classroom is the same as usual. I greet the other dudes and sit in my seat. 10 more minutes till homeroom starts, which means about 15 minutes till Fujini gets here. Shinji's absent, huh? Come to think of it, he missed yesterday's practice too. Despite how he looks, Shinji is punctual and tries hard to follow the rules. I'm sure it's nothing we need to worry about. Bothers me a little bit that a guy like that has been absent for 2 whole days. Lunchtime. Usually go to the student council room on the days that I make my own lunch. If I eat in the classroom, the guys will take my food and the girls are going to tease me. Very good I eat, true. But on the other hand, no Shinji screen time means I don't get to kill Shinji, which is very bad. We need that. I didn't get it in one of my rounds. I better get it in one of the others. Ilya robbed me in one. I swear if she robs me again, she is on my S list forever. What's wrong, Isai? You're not eating lunch.
先ほど済ませた。今はともかく眠くてな。昼休みが終わる前に起こしてくれ。
Okay, enjoy your nap. Isai says and puts his head down on the table. Pulling all night or something, buddy? I thought you had to go to bed by 11 at the temple.
そうなのだが、最近寝つきが良くない。いくら眠っても疲れが取れなくてな。おかげでここ数日は暇さえあれば眠っている。
Caught the COVID. No problem, I understand, although you should be wearing a mask at school if you're still feeling symptoms. What do you mean? If you're sleeping at any chance you get, you shouldn't be sleepy.
そうなのだがな。いくら眠っても疲れが取れないゆえ、疲れを取るために眠らざるを得ないのだ。矛盾していると分かってはいるのだが、眠いものは仕方がない。
Someone who caught his first case of COVID about 2 months ago? I get this feeling 1,000,000,000%! Man, too early to be sleeping like a log in spring, Isai.
春眠暁を覚えずか。誠に耳が痛い。
Isai doesn't even try to get up. Nothing for it, I guess. Seems pretty bad, so I'll keep him company until break's over. Isai, someone is here.
生徒会は店じまいだと言ってやれ。
Well, I can say so if you want, but I think it's Mr. Kazuki, Mr. Fancy Breathing.
それはまずい。
Isai slowly gets up and opens the door.
柔道、今朝の弓道部の件だが、
What happened at Kyoto Club this morning? What happened at Kyoto Club this morning? He's saying this. Rin was freaking out earlier. Well, no, we would have heard something from Fujini during class. But what? Suzuki is the homeroom teacher of 2A and also in charge of the student council. He's the strictest teacher at the school and regarded as unfriendly. But I know the truth. He's a super good breather.
それじゃあ、うちにも帰ってないんですか？
そのようだ。おそらく刑事事件になるだろう。分かっているだろうが、むやみに話すことは避けるように。
If it's Sakura or Fujini, I can explain.
それは分かっています。ですが、そうなるとマトはどうしたんですか？あいつが昨日会っていたと、弓道部の一年が言っていたじゃないですか。
それに関しても同じだ。的尾真司も無断欠席しており、家も留守だそうだ。妹である的尾さくらは、藤村先生の家に泊まっていたというし、事情は知らされていない。
What did you do, Shinji? Sai and Kazuki are talking about pretty disturbing stuff. Summarize what I kind of sneakily overheard. A student that's been missing since yesterday, and Shinji's the last person she was seen with.
邪魔をしたな。そういった事情もある。また下校時間が早まるだろ
Kazuki states his business and gets out of here.
たく。なあ、エミヤ。お前、シンジを見なかったか？
No, I haven't gotten to punch him. Oh, and I didn't go to the archery range this morning. Know that he's absent too.
そうか。それならいいんだな。
Sai's face clouds over. Well, this sucks. Not something I should poke my nose into, but it seems like this concerns the Kyoto Club. Sorry for Isai, but I should get some information out of him. Time to interrogate and cross-examination! Hold it! Isai, you said this person didn't come home yesterday, but who is it? I already know that Shinji also hasn't been home.
ん？そうだな。エミヤも部外者というわけではないし、知っておいてもいいだ。昨日の夜の話だ。弓道部の練習に出た娘が帰ってこないという連絡があったら、至急練習に参加した生徒たちに話を聞いたところ、行方不明になった生徒と最後に話していたのはシンジだと分かったのだ。
Shinji, huh? Hold on, Shinji wasn't at practice yesterday. And I was with everyone at the gate.
なあ、エミヤもいたらしいな。話はその後だ。忘れ物をした1年生が戻った時、シンジが道場の前にいたらしい。その時にな、シン
I
ジ
have
と
a
そいつが
bad
口喧嘩
feeling
を
about
してたそう
this.
なんだ。
Shinji did a very bad this time. This time? He always does a bad! He's never done a not bad in his life, as far as I know! There was someone still in the dojo. There could have only been one person. Don't leave out the important details, Isai. Who's the student who's missing?
三辻彩子。
It's a character with a name! No!
彼女は道場の鍵を職員室に戻した後、弓道場前で見かけられてから一向に行方が知れない。
Isai averts his gaze, if it's hard to say. Classes is over! Yay! I don't know if it's because of the incident, but club practices are canceled. Library seems to be closed as well, and the students who are done with their homeroom classes hurry home. There's an announcement telling students to go home unless they have a special reason. I'm the only one left in 2C. The other classrooms are probably the same, so I should better hurry or I'll be the only student here. Let me ask around before that. I can't leave without doing anything after finding out that Mitsuzuri's gone missing. She's strong and has more arm muscle than some dudes. Kind of a big deal if she's gone missing, and most of all, I can't ignore it as her friend. We're her friend? Sorry, Saber. I have something I have to do. Apologize to Saber and leave the classroom. I should talk to the people in 2A.
彩子ちゃんなら風邪でお休みしてますよ。
Sure.
三辻なら休みだ。弓道部員ならそれぐらい知っているだろ。
I'm not.
だから欠席だって。鬼のかく乱さ。あいつの無遅刻無欠席もここで終わりだよね。
Stay remake in 2029. Add the Ayako route. I'm up for another re-release. Just adding more routes. Add more. Give me my Taiga route. That's all I can get from the girls getting ready to go home. Like everyone in Class 2A has been told that Mitsuzuri is absent due to illness. Sorry for interrupting. If Mitsuzuri comes in tomorrow, don't tell her about this. Wave goodbye and leave. If there's anything else, there's only the archery range left, but no one's here. Well, obviously, there's no practice. We're shut tight, and there doesn't seem to be anyone inside. Talk to Isai. He might have new information. Been 3 hours since lunch. The possibility Mitsuzuri has already been found and turned out to be nothing at all. Okay, 3 hours. I'm assuming lunch would be around noon, so I'm assuming this is like maybe 3, maybe 4 o'clock. It already looks freaking orange at 4, like 3 or 4 o'clock. Bad light choice there. Man, didn't think the student council room would be closed. Barely anyone at school, so probably be hard to ask around any further. Guess I should go back. Fujini might know something. I grab my bag, go out into the hallway, and nothing bad is going to happen. The sky is tinted crimson. The sun is setting. It should get dark in an hour or so. It's February. It's still like 3 o'clock. Now it's probably 4 o'clock. I get to the stairs on the 3rd floor. As I sling my bag and start to make my way back home, I hear a sound above my head. Huh? I look up and there... Oh no. What am I about to see? Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was about to see nightmare fuel. This is terrifying. I was terrified I was about to see a body. Tosaka is standing firmly at the top of the stairs leading to the 4th floor. Hi, Tosaka! What up? Oh, you're still here, Tosaka. He is not answering. First this morning and now this. I feel like her stink eye is getting worse every time I see her. You've got nothing to say, bye! Raise my bag and show her I'm going home. What is it? The sigh Tosaka gives is telling me she'd had it up to here. I'm stunned. Coming to school without your servant? Are you insane? He mutters in a voice without emotion. I couldn't get her a schoolgirl uniform! That's it! Of course not. Saber can't go into spirit form, so there's no way I can bring her to school. Then you should skip school. A master is walking around without their servant is like asking for others to kill you. Emiya, do you know how stupid you are? Kinda. Have an inkling. I'm not Okay, he doesn't know how stupid he is. Knock it off! Masters don't fight in places where others can see, right? During the day, especially at school, it's out of the question. Alright. Let me ask you. Is this a place where others can see? Ah! What is she saying? I don't need to check if others can see? What? Ah! How is this? Yeah, I guess there's no one around. No one on the 3rd floor hallway. Sure, it's also the same for the 4th and 2nd floor. Yeah. School building, bathed in the setting sun, is completely still. At this rate, must only be students or teachers on the 1st floor. Seems like you finally understand. Seriously? This morning, I was more ticked off than astonished. I told you so many times, but you still came to get killed. With a harsh tone of voice, Tosaka rolls up her left arm sleeve. Ah! Is that like a henna tattoo? Pale and slender girl arm. Oh, it's a girl arm. Oh my. On that feminine arm, something like a glowing tattoo appears. The heck? That's not a command spell. Oh, I don't have one, but is that a magic crest? Is that proof of a real mage family? I don't need to explain to you, right? This is the crystallization of the magecraft, passed down by my family. I can activate any magecraft carved on here just by pressing magically energy through it. Passing magic energy through it. Yeah, magic crest is like an engine, separate from a magic circuit, sure. No complicated incantation or procedure. It's like a shortcut to doing magic stuff. Consequently, Magic Crest won't show up unless it is in use. A Magic Crest is like another magic circuit that is formed when the owner passes magic energy through it. I had Archer leave. Rander's shot in this crest is enough for you. Her voice is flat, almost mechanical. Ah! She's not serious, right? She's not serious, right? You can run away. You're just going to be making it harder on yourself. I'm going to win. Says coldly. My mind is a bit all over the place. We're going to seriously fight here? Why here? Why now? Most importantly, why does it have to be against Osaka? Hey, hold on. You out of your mind? We're at school. You can't break rules at school. No one does that. You might get expelled. Who knows who will come if you cause a commotion? We cross that bridge when we come to it. I have a principle that I will not let chances in front of me slip by. Sorry. The coup de grace comes here. Besides, I don't think I can stand having you walk around so carelessly like today. I said hold on. I don't have any intention of fighting you. Well, I do. Prepare yourself, Shiro. Osaka makes a declaration of war and moves her arm. Ah, no. What kind of magecraft is this? It turned the screen white. The instant Osaka points her left arm at me, my vision fills with light. About 4 steps if I leap towards the stair leading to the second floor. If I retreat back, it'll take me about 4 steps to get into Osaka's blind spot. No time. I need to do something. Time to retreat back to the hallway. It'll take about 4 steps to get to Osaka's blind. So, charge or back away? He doesn't want to fight Tosaka. He's not going to fight Tosaka. He's backing away. He's absolutely going to try. Shiro 10,000% tries to run. Just by instinct, I leap. I use Tosaka's blind spot in the corner of the hallway as a shield. I slide into the hallway. Ah, frick. I hear her tongue clicking, irritating. Something heavy hits the wall. What did she... I look behind me as I stand up. The wall. The wall is behind me, has something sizzling and smoking coming out of it. Remember how I said there was a bad end in Fate Route, which would take several days? If you don't agree to an alliance with Ren, then you would be forced into the Unlimited Bladeworks route. And when this bad end comes around, Shiro doesn't get the idea to run down the hallway and you just die. That's cool. Oh, I love the idea of being like forced into a bad end on another route. Ooh, that's neat. Be more specific, there are 3 fist-sized burn marks on the wall. That's why you have some missing squares in the flowchart, because the scenes are different if you come here from the Fate route. Oh! That's cool. A projectile weapon. No. That is a curse that inflicts the target with ill... She's trying to give me the COVID! What the heck, Rin? Not cool! Not cool! I think the grander shot Tosaka was talking about is from Northern Europe rune magecraft. It is an indirect curse that can worsen the condition of a person by pointing at them. But that should just be a curse that makes a person feel sick. It shouldn't be used as a gun. And yet, Tosaka is full of magic energy and it's like a bullet. Doesn't just appear similar, it strikes like one too. Frickin' Tosaka. Usually a limit on how much force one can use to turn a slow curse into an immediate curse. Is she trying to kill me? That was what I've been telling you. Her footsteps echo behind me. I regain my balance and run. I have to run, run, run. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, stupid. Can't do that. No cover. Tosaka's weapon is a gun. It's a magic gun. She has a frickin' spirit gun. Run down the hallway, just a free shot. Don't move. Don't move. Tasaka leaps out from around the corner. I dive into a classroom, 2F. Ah! Gunner's shots file the hall. Seems like Tasaka fired the moment she cleared the staircase. What a jerk. I can't fight something like that. I can't fight something like that. How could she tell me to fight? I am not a match for her. I urgently look around the classroom. I need protection. Is there like a shield or a bulletproof vest? She's here. Uh-oh. Maybe she's worried of a counterattack, so she's just froze. You're right, idiot. I run. I dart from one side of the classroom to another. Hail of bullets fly in the air. She's shooting like crazy. The bullets go through the wall and radiate in the classroom. One got my back. If I hesitate a moment longer, I'm dead. How are you still standing? Ren springs to the classroom. Your aim sucks. You should have joined the Kyoto Club. Maybe you suck less. There are about 4 meters between us, and we stand at both entrances in the front and the back of the classroom. We glare at each other, but I have to. I jump out to the hallway. Escaping through the class is not an option. I sprint to the stairs. Nurg. He's really merciless. I think it's straight my temple. Oh, my side. Oh, my everything. Are you serious? You're gonna screw me over if you get hit. If I get hit by that. That's the point, idiot. If you don't want to get hurt, stop and I'll make it quick. The bullets keep flying, and why does it sound like actual bullets? Who gave her a gun? Hold on, aren't you shooting Gander? It sounds more like a freaking gun. I was hoping, desperately hoping, we would just see Ren Tosaka with a full-on gun pointing at the screen. Dang it. Shut up. Don't run away. It's your fault. I have to focus. A moving target is harder. The gunshots echo. In the nick of time, I make it to the stairs in Class 2A. I run downstairs. Making it this far brings me closer to victory. I reach the landing of the second story. If I can get to the first floor, even Tosaka can't get there. The trouble to follow me. Where's Fujini? I need Fujini now. I'm speechless. Tosaka took a shortcut. Cheater. In order to get down for the first floor of these stairs, I now have Tosaka in front of me. He is smiling confidently. Oh no. I'm surprised. You're pretty agile, even though you were saying you had some extra weight before. I'm surprised you're pretty agile, even though you said you had some extra weight before. We make her mad. Make her so mad that she can't aim. That is our only hope right now. Make her, or either that or she's about to turn her hand into a shotgun. Ah. Oh, I see a vein popping at her forehead. Ah! It's scary how used I'm getting to this. The instant I realize it's coming, my legs send me jumping sideways and I hear the sound of bullets hitting the wall. I flee in the opposite direction. Good news! I'm down to the second floor hallway. If I'm able to make good time, I can get to the first floor, where I'm sure even Tosaka won't. Really? Still? Why are you so persistent, Sakura? Just give up already. You don't know when to give up. I won't kill you, so give it up already. I don't know if it's because she's seriously serious, or because she just lost it from the goose chase I've given her. It's a machine gun now! Someone's gotta call the cops. No! I gotta stop worrying about this stuff. The power increase comes bigger bullets. Near misses felt like a fluke. A so-called curse fell hot before. Now they are torching everything. One scrapes my leg, And my speed drops. Ah, no. I instantly know she'll catch up to me before I make it to the stairs. I fling into the nearest classroom. Save me, Taiga, save me! Inside, I go for a window. I should be able to jump out from the second story. And get shot if I go back. Das Leben Oyako! I hear Tosaka's voice in the hallway. Something like a thin membrane envelops the classroom. A bounded field? The moment I realize it's a bounded field with some sort of soundproofing effect. I know what she's gonna do. Ah! I dive toward the wall in the window. I can feel the strong magecraft being activated. I up in the desk and crouch behind it. This is bad. I close my eyes and place my hand on the underside of the desk. She's making an incantation. Even though she has the help of her magic crest, Tosaka is still chanting a spell. Am I gonna make it? No, I have to make it. I skip all stages of the process of creating a second set of nerves in my spine. Pour as much magic into the desk. Digital unsolved! Trace on! Light and sound explode. An ordinary day after school, and this mundane everyday classroom is suddenly a dance floor. The desk dance. Magic energy is released here. It's nothing like the pistol fire from before. This is more like a machine gun. I don't know exactly what effects this curse with the magic energy has, but it's strong enough to be visible to the human eye. As it has mass, it destroys everything it touches, and the desks that are lined up go wild like a person set ablaze. My eardrums are already screwed from the sound of the dancing desk. Ah! A battlefield might actually be a more apt description. Dang it, curse you, Tosaka! I hate you! I refuse to get affection points with you now! Despite that, there's not a single crack in the window! Must be the power of the bounded field Tosaka put up. Great! Right now, the classroom is an enclosed space. Even if one can enter, they can't leave. Dozens of bullets are fired with no exception. Even the loud sounds aren't escaping. And when, like she's going ape, Tosaka is calculating mage through and through. Put as much energy as I can into my shield. The desk is under the effects of strengthening. One kind of magecraft I'm kind of good at, sort of, not really. Gives me a defense against magical rain. Magic rain! But that's only for a brief moment. My strengthening can only endure for 3 seconds. As a result, I have to redo the spell that wears off, and I have to repeat it. Does she have infinite cheating? Does she have unlimited magic bullet works? Maybe Tosaka knows what's going on. She'll be attacking since she knows I'm still blocking. The rain should stop when my magic energy runs out. While focusing my magic energy on the desk, I slump. Let's compare our stamina. We'll have to see who concedes first. Spoiler alert, probably gonna be me! It's like the match is already decided. I feel like I KO'd 15 seconds of the first round. I'm not wounded. I've still got stamina, but I'm stuck, and I can't do anything if I run out of magic energy. My strat at this point, if like the magic barrier thing is actually keeping us in the room, we can't jump out the window, straight up take your shield. The next time you get the chance to charge it up, frickin' literally activate the thing and charge. That's all you got. Tackle her. We don't got options, man. Jumping out the window is the best option, but I peek behind the desk and there's smoke everywhere. I hear a clang sound. My head bumps into some kind of rod on the floor. She destroyed the place. At least I have a makeshift weapon. The rod is about 20 centimeters long. Take hold, pour what magic energy I can into it, and then shove it in my spine. Wait, no, that's not the time to do that. It worked. Guess I never miss when it's the real thing. I tried to take a practice swing. Well, things aren't gonna get better if I stay here. I'll be full of holes if she attacks. I use too much magic energy, I can't move. Can't even breathe. He's smoking me out. Got it planned out. Apparently Tosaka's experienced in fighting. She'll just corner me if I stay here. Sure, she's waiting for me in the hallway. But I can't escape from the window because of that weird bound. Okay, that clarified. I can't escape from the window. Dang it. Make up my mind, go in the hallway. Numbness in my feet. I push past the wreckage of the desk and crawl forward. Then beyond the scorched ruins. Hey, at this point, you should probably do the whole command spell thing. Finally came out, Emiya. Tosaka's waiting for me with her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and pull myself up. Guess the numbness was temporary and I can kind of move my legs. Not that mobility's gonna be enough. Tosaka's only winded from the running around. She's got plenty of magic stuff. I've got no magic stuff left. I just got a sword, aka a rod. The moment we resume the battle, I'm gonna be shot. It's over. Throw away that silly weapon. You don't have a chance at winning. Ren Tosaka gloats over her victory. And that takes me off. Honestly, I know I have no chance in heck. I just can't help but feel insulted. You never know. I don't think you have any room to say that with all the huffing and puffing like an asthmatic animal, stupid. I point the leg of the chair at Tosaka as a sign. I'm going down swinging. I see. Fine. I was going to be nice. You were going to give up. It seems like that's casting pearls before swine. So let me apologize in advance, Emiya. He grins. I wish she wouldn't have such a stupid, ominous smile. Apologize for what? Even if you apologize for now, I'm not forgiving you for this. I'm apologizing for what's about to happen, Emiya. I can't hold back if you resist, right? If I accidentally kill you, it will be too late to offer apologies then. She's serious! Not that she hasn't been serious up till now, but this seems like she had her last breaker flipped, and now realize I'm truly a sitting duck. And earlier she was just getting her ducks in a row. Finally understand? Good. Will you say something brainless? I'd have had to do something about that. What do you mean, something? He glares at me. Okay! Something brainless like that. Yeah, I got it. So... if we get the option, we definitely call her fat again, right? This is your final warning. Throw away that silly weapon of yours and give me your command spells. Worst case scenario, it'll rip your armed nerves. And that's better than losing your life, right? Give up my command spells. I can't give those up. Most of all, no, I'm not doing that. I see. Let me ask, why? If I gave up my command spells, that'd be the same as betraying Saber. Alright, I will give you 3 seconds. It is your life. Decide. Tosaka raises her left arm. She'll fire grander the moment I refuse. Alright. Can I hand her my command spells? Can I accept my loss against Tosaka? I don't love either of these choices. I ain't giving up my command spells. 0% chance that's happening. So I am picking the second one, but I need to anti-hydrate, so be right back. Let your opinions be known on chat. Anyone out there, whether you're lurking or whatever the heck, let me know what you think I should do, whether I'm gonna die or not. Woohoo! Be right back. Yeah, I know, you know which is the bad one. I ain't handing her my command spells. I'm going out with a fight, even though probably gonna lose. I don't care. I ain't giving her the command spells. I ain't betraying Saber. I ain't quitting this war. If I'm here to fight, I'm fighting. 3. What's your reply, Emiya? Random NPC girl! Is this the same one who told Fujini to be not... Headcanon. This is a random student, and it's the same student who told Fujini to be nice to me. She is my new favorite character. Random student girl. I wish there was a random student girl around. I love you so much right now. We stare at each other. Did I just hear a scream coming from below? Osaka? That was... a scream, right? I immediately stand up and start running. Hey, do you know where it came from, Emiya? How would I know? I can only tell it's from below. Hold on, I'll lift the bounded field. I run down the stairs. I said hold on, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And then she shoots me in the back of the head. This isn't the time to be worrying. The scream was bad. I know, that's why I'm saying it's dangerous, stupid. Are we about to run into Shinji? Shinji kidnapping a girl? Is Shinji kidnapping random student, female student B, who is AKA the new best girl? Oh no. Oh no. I go down to the first floor. At first, nope, that's not at first glance. I can see something in the hall at first glance. That's not empty. I spot a female student lying on the floor at the far end. Oh. Students in a heap at the front of the emergency exit. Oh, no. Oh, good. She's only passed out. Oh, good. I run to the student to see if she's okay. Is she at first here? She's unconscious. I don't see any bleeding, no wounds. She seems alright. It's more than that. She's so pale. Can't you tell that she's empty inside? Empty inside. She's had her magic energy, her life force drained. It's as bad as... No. It's worse than those attacked by Castor. This girl is going to die if we leave her like this. Die without a single wound? People can have heart attacks, dude. Even if there's no external wound, it follows she'd die if her life force is gone. Doesn't have enough blood for... Hold on. In this state, I might be able to do something with the stone I have. She rifles through her pockets, and thank God. It seems serious, but Osaka seems to know how to cure her. Heals over and treats the collapsed student. From her profile, she looks super duper serious. Tends to the student as sweat forms on her forehead. Huh? What is it? Her expression is so laser focused it pains me to look at it. I feel like it isn't the first time I've seen... Urgh, it's so annoying. Emiya, can you close the door? My hair keeps flying in my face. Oh yeah, the emergency exit. I look at the open door. Huh? Open? Come to think of it, we haven't even discovered why the girl collapsed. It's not like she did this on her own. Someone attacked her. Didn't even take us a minute to get here, so that if the culprit fled, they're out this door. Oh. Was it because I was looking in that direction? I can make out something dark flying in our direction. Watch out, Tosaka! I shield Tosaka with my arm. What is that? Emiya, your arm! Ugh. Shadowy dagger pierced my arm. Does it have a chain on it? It has a chain on it. Shinji, you son of a gun! Shooting between my elbow and wrist is something that resembles a nail. Nope, too large to be a nail. Whatever it is, it's skewered my forearm. Why did you... You're bleeding so much. It doesn't hurt? Yes, it hurts, Tosaka! Tosaka mini-boss beaten. Real boss time. Ah, frick. It hurts a lot. Hurts so much I can't panic, more importantly. Looks like this thing was aimed at Tosaka's head. Take care of her! I get ready to run. No time to wait for a response. With my left hand, I adjust the grip on the metal pipe. I strengthen and fly out the emergency act. We don't need to use strengthening. We have a real dagger now. My right arm dangles. Everything below the elbow is red. Just bad luck with limbs for me, okay? Tosaka tells me to hand over one hand with the command spell on it, and now my other hand is kind of severed. It has to be around here. I look around, though I don't know who or what did it. I can feel them drawing me out. Whoever attacked that female student, whoever attacked Tosaka with the dagger is nearby. I haven't lost him yet. I close my eyes, I can feel the dark magic moving. Behind the archery range. In the woods. I jump over the... Okay. Just came up with a theory. Just need to vocalize it. Just trying to think of things that went differently in the timeline. Alright. Oh, we're gonna have a heart choice later. Yay. Okay. We had the conversation with Matau here. And the conversation with Matau, that's the last day we went to school. Yeah, that's the last day we went to school. In the last round. Did we go home early in this route? I'm trying to think if the girl was kidnapped in this route and we just, like, never came across it. Okay, because I'm building a world theory that because Sakura stayed with us here, she moved in on the 3rd. Did he kidnap because she moved in? No, he kidnapped like right after archery. So he was going to kidnap her regardless. So he might have kidnapped her in the Fate route. He likely was, as Ayako being assaulted by Shinji happens in all 3 rounds. Okay, so we just never came across it in Fate. I am going to theorize that Shinji was stealing the life force from random girls, because in the Fate route, he's doing it to Sakura at home. I think that's a part of his abuse. A part of his abuse, he's steadily draining the life force from her. That's just a theory. A scumbag Shinji theory. Then I don't ask for much. Let me murder him. Game. I know, like, Shiro is the hero and all, and don't want him to, like, get his hands all bloody and stuff, but let us murder him. This is for me. I don't care if it leads to some bad end or not the true ending because, oh, we did something that was evil, that darkened our souls. No. I don't care. I need to murder him. He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it real bad. Between the trees, concealed amongst the thicket, a familiar face takes one look at me and laughs. Shinji? I stop without thinking. What is he doing here? He's supposed to be missing. Wait a second. No! Mitsuzuri's the one that's missing. Shinji's the last one who saw her. And... My injured arm throbs. Moment I'm about to fall forward, a nail-like dagger is thrust at my throat. Ow! Managed to dodge, yay! Instead of going backwards or sideways, I follow my tumbling body and roll forward to avoid the blow. My throat. It scraped my throat. Skin cut. Even then, I'm lucky. If I had been any slower, that would have cut through bone and sinew. Yo! In front of me stands a smiling woman clothed in black. I don't want to have a route with you anymore, Medusa or Bloody Mary or Helen of Troy or whoever the heck you are. A servant. I don't even have to check. Concentration of magic. Don't know who she is, but she disappears. The shadow vanishes from my vision. Instinctively, I can feel Death's swift approach. Desperately swing my weapon. Grr. The rod is able to repel the nail coming at my head from above. I don't know if she's somehow related to a spider, but she's leaping and clinging to trees like one. I run. And I ran. I ran so far away. It must have been chance I was able to block that. No way I can dodge another, and fleeing is out of the question. I make it to the nearby tree and put it to my back. That's one direction that I should be safe from. Now I just have to worry about every other direction. Fun fact, the Fate Grand Order creators have joked about wanting to use Bloody Mary once, but they can't because Bloody Mary is not public. Bloody Mary is not public domain? Seriously? That's insane. I would have bet money on it. I could have sworn that was a public domain story. Alright, that sucks. Even though she's wearing something that stands out, why can't I? I don't see the servant in black. Oh, I'm hosed. Sweat rolls down forehead. I hear sound of chain. Under the tree, I try my best to suppress mirthless laughter. The sound of chains echoes through the woods. In this life and death situation, where the next attack is sure to kill me, my mind is blank. I have no sense of time. The guillotine just hangs in the air. That's what's strange. The battle should be over. But why am I alive? Maybe the last attack killed me. Make things a lot easier. Saber! I can't compete against a servant by myself. I have to rely on her. If I use command spell and call Saber, I should be able to get out of this predicament. But can I? I'm the one who got into this death trap. I should be the one to get out. You are stupidly stubborn, my man. I haven't exhausted all my options. That's right. I have a weapon, even if it's a crummy one, and I can still move. If the location is bad, I can just move. I'll call for Saber later. I'm surprised you're not using your command spell. The voice echoes above, so she was hiding from above the tree. Unfortunate. I don't have many left. If I use one over something like... Nope, this is Shinji. If I use one over something like this, I don't know what I do moving forward. Well, to be honest, I don't really know how to use it either, you see. You must be... Never mind, it is Ryder. Dang it, I forgot the voice I gave Ryder. She died too long ago. Maybe the breathy voice? You must be brave, unlike my master. Searching for her exact location. This is why I need just generic visual novel, the colored name saying who it is. I don't know if it's Shinji, Shiro, or frickin' Ryder talking. Where's her voice coming from? Then I shall. Oh, yeah, I was going for like a monotone robotic thing with her. Then I shall also change my strategy. I cannot go all out against a master without a servant. I shall gently kill you. So, not British Saber. That's what I'm giving her. The voice goes silent. Only the sound of the chains echoes. Unchained echoes, huh? Huh? Good game. What I have to do to get out of these woods, but to do so, I would have to block the servant's nail weapon many times. The fact that I only have the leg of a chair that I strengthened to defend myself is so pathetic, it's kind of funny. Okay. Right now, my biggest hope is that we have been near death enough that Saber is rushing over here right now, so I don't have to use a command spell. Please get here, Saber. If at least... Hey! That guy. If only this was impressive like his blaze that I could not only block but even counterattack. Let's go. I don't even have enough time to think about what-ifs. About 30 meters to get out of the woods. Ain't much compared to the chase I had with Tosaka. I run. I ignore the chains and keep running. Repel the attack. I block the roundhouse kick from the servant that landed on the ground. She's in front of me now. I think she's getting really annoyed. This just as a servant in black retreats? It's just a chance. Just like the first attack, blocking everything has been because of fortunate happenstance. Can't even see the enemy. For someone like that to be able to survive, it's nothing but pure luck. But is it really that common? No, what if my assumptions were wrong in the first place? The first attack, the surprise went to my head. Such attacks like that would be impossible for Shiro Emiya to dodge. But what if I'm not Shiro Emiya? Did I body swap with someone and I don't even remember? Ah, dang it. Ah, there's way too much of a coincidence lining up. You. The servant in black mutters to herself. A surprisingly beautiful and sensual voice, despite the irritation evident in it. You suck! You lack power compared to the other servants! Ah! I swing at the servant standing in my way. The servant in black blocks my blow and jumps back. Her hair is flowing. I can do it! Nothing in my way now! The servant retreats. If I keep going a few more meters like this... This is the end. From the very beginning, you have been dancing to my tune. Ah, my body falls. Rather, I am being pulled backwards. My right arm hurts, and for some unknown force is dragging my skewered arm back. Did you not think to take out take it out? Like I thought I had missed something. Like when he first got stabbed, he looked at it. I assumed that due to the chain on it, it had got pulled back and it wasn't there anymore. And that's why he was using his chair piece as a sword instead of, you know, the actual weapon. But no, he's had the dagger with the chain still attached to it, just with him the entire time. Shiro. You a dummy. Do you still not understand? The object stabbing your arm is my nail. Your nail? That makes me realize. Extending from her weapon, the grating sound of metal on metal, the sound of chains. I've been hearing them ever since leaving that doorway, and pulling things out hurts. Also, dying hurts. Pulling things out is a much better way. Ah, shit. I reach out my right arm with my left hand, but it is too late. Do we not have an arm anymore? Dragged by some invisible force, my arm... Invisible force? Oh, like, okay, by saying, like, we can't see her? I was about to say, like, is the chain invisible? No. Dragged by some invisible force, my arm flies up and out of reach. Is it still attached to the rest of my body? That's an important note, game. I kind of need to know. No mercy to my agony, it lifts me in the air. Okay, good, it's still attached. The nail piercing my arm is attached to a chain. The chain extends into the canopy. The branch has a fulcrum and leaves me strung up. Ow! Ugh. Well then, you said something interesting earlier. The servant in black approaches. I cannot run away now that I'm suspended in the air. You said that I am inferior to other servants. This is most troubling. I must correct this mistaken perception before I can slay you. I'm a sacrifice, dang it. It's like I've been sent to the gallows in a western. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of it. Let me see. First, I shall take those mistaken eyes. Then your remaining limbs afterwards. He makes a nimble jump and appears right before me, suspended 3 meters in the air. Right! The nail swings downwards. My body can still move. Smart thing. Use command spell. We're not doing that right now. So, I would pick both of these options before command spell, because that's how I think Shinji's feeling right now. Shiro is feeling right now. I want to pull out the nail because that was my very first instinct the second that got stabbed into me. I'm assuming that this won't work. There's like a 99% chance. Like, if I had to bet, I would put it at like 60% command spell, 39% fight with my remaining left arm, 1% pulling the nail out. But just because I've wanted to pull this thing out since it got stuck in us, then if I pull out this nail, I throw away my weapon and reach towards the dagger. You are brave, but you always pick the path of pain. But to her, everything I do must be slow as molasses. The servant in black thrusts her nail towards me to pierce my left hand as well. Grr! I swing my body to avoid it, but it is no use. She thrusts the nail into me right before my eyes. She is shot from the side by numerous light bullets! Erg! I fall to the ground, the bullet cuts the chain, and I am unceremoniously dropped on my butt. Holy heck, that was just a regular choice. Okay, so that choice was a Rin likes us choice. If we use the command spell, does she like that because it's the smart thing to do? Or does she hate it because we used one of the command spells that she wants to take from us? Curious. Very curious. Like, that could be 50-50. That could either be like, it takes away a heart or it adds a heart. The only choice there that leads to a bad ending is Call Saber. All right! We actually did the right thing by being stupid and stubborn. The servant in black turns around. She jumps to the tree branch and retreats like a beast. Emiya, are you okay? As soon as Tosaka runs up to me, she takes my hand. You have to stop the bleeding. Do you have anything to wrap around it? I got a handkerchief. Probably clean since Sakura gave it to me. Choice from before that gave the heart. It was just 2 choice scenes in a row. Alright. Great minds think alike, but it's better than nothing. We can make do with my towel in that. She takes my pulse while mumbling about some spell. Doesn't matter. I feel better. Tosaka puts the handkerchief on my wound and wraps it in a towel. Seeing her profile again confirms it. She's as good a person as she is beautiful when she's not shooting me. Shiro? get out of this relationship before it begins. This ain't healthy. Till 3 days ago, she was someone I admired from afar and thought of as a model student. Now I have the chance to get to know her. She's definitely far from that. But the person beneath it is still worthy of admiration. We've lost a lot of blood, so I'm willing to forgive him for his stupidity right now. My heart is throbbing, my pulse is racing. Tosaka's a good person. She's so close to me right now. We're about to touch. She's so beautiful. I can forgive her for everything that happened till I can't think straight. Alright, this should be good for first aid. What was she? What was she? I tried to back you up since you were in a horrible situation. I don't know. I followed them and I got attacked. I explained what happened. Decided not to say anything about seeing Shinji. Because we gotta protect Shinji. We gotta protect our best friend, our good buddy, best friend in the world, Shinji, who is a kidnapping suspect and a soul magic sucking subject from random girls. Hey Uber, how are you doing? I am about to freak out because our character is stupid. Why is this character constantly sounding drunk? Because he has had a lot of blood loss right now. You sound drunk when you lose that much blood. He's got frickin' nail pierced through his arm, dripping blood everywhere. He's been shot multiple times by her! By her! And I think he might have gotten stabbed a second time. Wasn't 100% clear if it was just about to be stabbed or if it actually went through. Seems like he... Oh, yeah! Dude, he loses blood so much. We have the disembowel count for a reason. It's not just a joke. No disemboweling today. Just almost disarming. We don't know Shinji did it. Being in the woods is just circumstantial evidence, and him looking like a cocky little idiot. How is he even alive? Through the power of magic! Spoiler alert for the Fate route. Shiro has a magic artifact in him, which gives him immortality, kinda, sorta. We'll try not to test, like, the limits of that immortality, but it's a thing. He just doesn't know about it in this route. It could have been my imagination, and even if it was him, I have no proof he's connected to the servant. Shiro. Yeah, that's the face I want to make. We're face palming right now for this one. Don't make that face. I couldn't tell who she was, but she's a servant. That means there's a master besides us. An artifact giving OP abilities. In response, I tap 2 islands and cast Counterspell. That's a reference to, I think, Magic the Gathering. I have never played it. But, like, that's the only game I know that uses the word taps. Yeah, I knew there was another master. They finally made their move. Tosaka sighs. Seems like Tosaka's already realized about the third master a while ago. Thanks for the heads up, pal. Well, I guess we're blood enemies since you're trying to murder me. Yeah, it is magic. In that case, is that master the one who attacked the female Wait, no, Tosaka. What happened to the girl? She's doing better. She's sleeping in the nurse's office. So she should be alright. That's good. I sigh with relief. And that means all the pressing matters have been resolved. All that's left in is to not get shot. What's with the look? Just so you know, I wouldn't do anything like what you're thinking. I don't know how she misunderstood. Tosaka sometimes makes weird understandings. I don't know why she would think that I would think that she's about to shoot me in the head right now. I know you wouldn't do such thing, but I just wanted to ask if you want to continue. Are we still doing the fighting thing? Please say no, please say no, please say no, please say no, please say no. Hearing that, Tosaka freezes. Wonder how long that lasted. Are we still interacting with a favorite girl named Tiger? Yes, and even better, in this route, Tiger and Sakura have moved into our house. It's the four amigos, the three of us and Saber. And they have all-girl sleepovers, but we are not allowed to see what those are. Probably for good reason. Probably for very, very good TOS Tomberry related reason. Thank you, buddy. I know you're doing your job, even if it hurts sometimes. Thank you, buddy. Osaka glares at me once, and then hangs her head in defeat. I mean, okay. It wasn't comfortable if you're making a face like that this close to me. Osaka, what are you going to do? Are you about to execute me? Are we about to have the ending of Metal Gear Solid 3? We're done here. This is it for the day. I'm not in the mood anymore. Now I owe you for another thing again. She stands up and dusts her knees. Let's go. I'm sure it hurts, but bear with it till we get out of this place. Osaka offers me a hand. I tilt my head and look into Osaka's eyes. I said we're going to my place. You can't heal that wound yourself. That's true, but why? There's no reason. You'll die from necrosis. If we leave the wound be, it'll be my fault if you can't even move your arm anymore. But I want to go home with Saber and Tiger and Sakura. No way, I don't get it. Osaka's house is in the residential area on the other side of town. What are we doing? Do we have a choice or we leave? Not a choice, but we do have a branch here somehow. I wonder what the branch will be. But I think, like, about to go into Tosaka's house, we survived 2 fights. And I will say, like, those were some of my favorite fights we've had. Like, that might be, like, my second favorite fight combined in the entire game so far. I loved that. That was a lot of fun. I think we will take a break now here, and we shall head on out for now. Our next stream will not be here. It will be with our buddy Zavest Heroes over on his stream for Ace Attorney Thursdays, Court and Court Thursday, or whatever thing he's got in front of court. I don't know what he's planning. This branch is again about if you got injured during the fight with Berserker. Yay, get to know some more information. But my next stream, we will have more Fate's Day night, probably on Friday. We will aim for Friday. And again, this is not a promise. There's like, I'm going to say there's like only a 10% chance of this happening. But like, if I wake up early enough and can't get back to sleep on Friday morning before 5 a.m., which is very possible considering my sleep schedule recently, I will try to make myself stream the RGS Summit and see what's going on in the world of Yakuza. I do love myself some Yakuza. Right now, Yakuza Infinite Wealth, or Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, is probably my game of the year. Yeah, it's probably my favorite game of the year. Sorry, 7 Remake, Remaster, Rebirth, that's the name of the game. I need to get back to that. I still need to finish that. I just haven't powered on my PlayStation 5 in like a month or 2. Oh boy. Also, this is making me want to do the other route of Samurai Revenant. I only did one of them, although I don't even remember how that battle system works, so that would be a pain in the butt trying to get back into that one. But oh well. Samurai Revenant's a fun Fate game. It's probably like my 3rd favorite Fate property now after this and Zero. Well, let's see who is still streaming at the moment so we can share a little bit of love with someone. Who do we got streaming right now? Do we want to... Oh, we got so many good choices. Ah, dang it. Oh, do we want to go with Shin Megami Tensei Persona, Sly Cooper, or Cuphead. All super good choices. I will actually let chat have their input. Do you want to see Sly Cooper, Shin Megami Tensei Persona, or Cuphead? I'll give you like 30 seconds to a minute to give who you would prefer to raid into, as I enjoy my hydration. Yay, hydration! But yeah, this was a good stream. We got through a day and a half. Got through like 2 really cool battles. We achieved peak fiction, if I'm using the term right, with getting Sakura and Taiga to move in. Life is good. Everything is great. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Alright. Let's hang out with Keyboard, who is playing Cuphead. I love watching people play Cuphead. This is one of my favorite games to watch people play. And Keyboard has just recently started streaming again, so let's hang out with Keyboard 95. He is a avid PlayStation fan. In fact, he has a complete collection of all... I think it's all the American PS1 games. I don't think it might be all the PS1 games for all I know. It's like he has a ton of PlayStation merch. So, let's enjoy a little bit of Cuphead. RA hanging out with your Keyboard. Excellent choice. But let's go hang out with our pal Keyboard. If you feel like participating in the raid, we do have raid commands. You've activated my raid card because branding. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. Thank you to our buddy Dragoon Quests, who raided us earlier tonight. Then we follow, they were playing a little bit of Tunic earlier today, which is another delightful game. I need to watch. I've never watched anyone play Tunic. I should watch someone play Tunic at some point. Maybe I'll watch Dragoon play it. But for now, Thursday stream with Worst. Next stream will be Friday, maybe in the morning, early in the morning, more likely in the afternoon with some Fate Stay night. But we'll see how everything turns out. And until next time, fare thee well. The sound effects were working earlier. Ah, boo. Why a minute late? Whatever, bye.